that was the day that he got arrested. And I think part of it, what happened was that we knew.
Good morning. Oh, my gimbal, geez. They already playing. Oh, that's a band though, so we probably ain't gotta worry about the music. I should have just used my stick instead of this gimbal.
How you doing? That's crazy about no one of you.
How you doing? What's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah.
Keep my eye out for Nestor. Okay.
Friday, you get everybody coming outside. Shout out, man. How you doing? Hold on, give me 1 second. Man, you're ready out here.
Cause I know why I was made.
Oh my God. It was a good song, I think so. How you doing? Live. Good morning, how you doing? I hope you're good as well. Saturday, yeah, brought his
Sing along with us. We shall not be moved.
Happy birthday.
You all know this one.
What is it?
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Standing up for justice. Standing up for justice. We shall not be moved. Standing up for justice. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Ice out of Broadview. Ice out of Broadview. We shall not be moved. Ice out of Broadview. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved.
They probably do it here.
We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. En español. No nos moverá. No
Can't hear me? I can put the mic on. How you know it's a take three?
We shall not be moved.
I'll try to get some
We
minutes.
shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. One more time. We shall not.
I'm finna get the microphone. Hold on.
We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted.
Y'all can hear me now?
Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning for another Faithful Friday here
All right, cool.
at Broadview. My name is Amber Naylor. I'm with the American Baptist Churches of Metro Chicago. We are hosting this morning's liturgical
Yeah, it's a drone up there. Hold on, let me
gathering,
see if I can get it.
and we are here to bear witness and cry out for justice against this
I
cruel
can't get it,
system
y'all.
of
Yeah, it's
abductions
drone
and
right
domestic
there.
terrorism. It's not right. Our service this morning, like I said, is led by American Baptist, and our presence here this morning is majority white. You may notice, but I want to emphasize that we are made of majority BIPOC people, churches, and communities whose invisible labor and wisdom has made this vigil and gathering possible today. We speak this morning from our American Baptist history and tradition while striving to include people of all faiths and no faith. You're invited to
Why
participate
they keep standing
in
in front of
whatever
my
way
camera,
feels
bro?
meaningful to
I'm
your
tired
heart.
of these people.
I want to thank Songs for
They
Liberation
come get right in front of the camera.
and Lake Street Church of Evanston and CBS News for their power.
Thank you, CBS.
And whoever it is that's bringing us a portable battery, thank you so much. We wouldn't be able to have this gathering as successful as it is without you.
pop in and say what?
Last week, we were met with overwhelming and unnecessary violence at the hands of multiple police forces for offering spiritual care to our stolen neighbors. We were and are persistently nonviolent. We will not be deterred. We remain steadfast in our demands for freedom. We demand the immediate release for those detained. We demand an end to regional ICE activity. We demand human dignity for all people without exception.
Good morning.
We demand the right to offer spiritual care for those detained because even in confinement, every person deserves compassion, prayer, and presence. God does not bless cages. God does not sanction abductions. God demands freedom.
No, I didn't, Kevin.
In whatever way is comfortable for you, please pray with me. Loving Creator, we gather here today with heavy hearts, compelled by our faith and our conscience to witness against systems that separate families and deny human dignity. We pray for individuals currently held in this detention center and in others across the country. For those who have endured fear, uncertainty, and humiliation, we ask for your protection and peace. Open the eyes of those in power to their suffering and inspire them to safeguard the human rights of all who are detained. We remember that your son Jesus was himself born into the troubled life of a refugee, fleeing violence. In every migrant, refugee, and asylum seeker, we recognize a member of your family. Give us hearts that break open when our siblings turn to us in need and hands that reach out in welcome and in work for a world of justice. We pray for all who work and advocate for the release of the unjustly detained. Strengthen our voices so that they do not remain silent, but instead advocate prophetically for a world where no one is forced to leave their home, where all can live in freedom, dignity, and peace. Wake us from our slumber of indifference, O God, and free us from the self-centeredness that allows this suffering to continue. Guide our actions and our words today, that they may reflect your love for all people, and that together, as beloved community, we may move closer to your love. Amen.
Yeah.
I wish we could stand here today and denounce these times as unprecedented and brand new to our region and this land. And yet, militarized gangs of abducting BIPOC communities is embedded in our foundation. On September 26, 1833, the Treaty of Chicago was signed, ceding the Chippewa, Ottawa, and Potawatomi Nations land along the western lakeshore of Lake Michigan to the U.S. government. 23 days later, the First Baptist Church of Chicago was founded on a tiny corner of that land by 19 white settlers, all of whom had arrived within 90 days prior. A few years after that, the white settlers of this region petitioned the government to protect their women and children from remaining Potawatomi communities that refused to sign the treaty. On August 30th, 1838, the Potawatomi gathered together at their chapel for what they thought was a worship, what they thought was a peaceful, faithful gathering, what they thought was a community meeting about land rights. Instead, they were surrounded by the Indiana militia and forced marched 660 miles to what is now eastern Kansas. In 1917, when the Potawatomi tried to sue the city of Chicago for the land rights east of Michigan Avenue, as this was not included in any of the treaties, the Supreme Court ruled against the tribe, arguing that, well, yes, they did have the rights to the land, they had abandoned it. First, we name and acknowledge that we are here because of the kidnapping and removal of our First Nation siblings, and that the Christian communities present at that time, including American Baptists, encouraged or ignored these atrocities. We failed to live up to God's call for justice and mercy. We continue to benefit today from the land, buildings, endowments, and investments of our complicity. Ending the militarized complicity kidnapping of our neighbors today must include reparations for the first victims on this land.
Oh my God.
Last week, the Chicago Reader published that after the 1850 passing of the Fugitive Slave Act, one mass meeting of Black Chicagoans resolved, "We will stand by our liberty at the expense of our lives." Though there were white Chicagoans who vigorously defended the law, a clear majority of Chicagoans resented the political and economic power of slaveholders. After some flip-flopping, the Chicago aldermen did pass a resolution condemning the act on grounds it infringed on basic civil rights. The city would not volunteer its police force to help enslavers. The act had been crafted to force communities like Chicago from being a sanctuary for freedom seekers. During World War II, over 120,000 Japanese Americans were rounded up from their homes, schools, and places of work to be detained in internment camps across the country. Anti-Japanese sentiment had been rising for decades. Names of individuals and organizations had already been collected on lists. And the attack on Pearl Harbor gave a perfect excuse to implement a policy of incarceration for the, quote, illegal aliens. 30,000 of the displaced Japanese were relocated here to Chicago, where they filled neighborhoods and worked in factories to support the war.
What's up, Jess?
One of whom was our American Baptist pastor, Reverend Jitsuo Morikawa, who led the First Baptist Church of Chicago for 11 years, helping resettle and establish community for thousands of Japanese in the Kenwood neighborhood. Throughout all of U.S. history, and Chicagoland is no exception, there's a pattern of arrest and incarceration of trans people under the excuse of solicitation and modesty laws. How long, holiest of holies, will you forget us forever? How long will you hide your face from us? How long must we bear pain in our souls and have sorrow in our hearts all day long? How long shall the enemy be exalted over us? Consider and answer us, Sophia.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Give light to our eyes, or we will sleep the sleep of death, and the enemy will say, I have prevailed. Our foes will rejoice because we are shaken. But we trusted in your steadfast love. Our hearts will rejoice in your transformation. We will sing to our Creator because she has dealt bountifully with us. Today we have mobilized with an urgency and a ferocity for our immigrant and Latino neighbors because it is a spiritual emergency.
Yeah,
we have been complicit, negligent, inconsistent, and inadequate in the past, and we likely will be again in the future. But we're here anyway, because these small actions towards a liberated world matter. We are striving to be in beloved community with one another across racial, cultural, theological, and language barriers. And what we have learned, that the most important thing we do is show up and keep showing up and keep showing up and keep our hearts focused on the detained, because that is where God dwells among us. During our upcoming song, some folks are going to come around with these butterfly stickies and markers. You're invited to write down on the sticky note the name of a person or the nickname of a person who has been deported, detained, injured, killed, harmed, displaced, terrorized, or otherwise by our cruel immigration system and enforcement. We will be reading these aloud at the end, so please protect their privacy and do not include sensitive information. Nicknames, initials, titles like coworker, friend are welcomed.
I was like 50 degrees.
That was beautiful.
Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
I'm not gonna write on this.
Justice. This morning with my mind stay on justice. Woke up this morning with my mind stay this morning with my mind. Stay on justice. Hallelujah. 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 Wake up this morning, freedom. Stay on freedom.
He is working.
Woke up this morning with my
Now them stickers. But anybody you know who's been detained, you put their name on it.
This morning with my mind. Stay on freedom.
Stop playing. Come on, Greg.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I'm not writing down. I'm not getting no stickers.
Love. This morning with my mind. Stay on love.
Yeah, they Christians.
Woke up this morning with my mind. Stay on love.
You're welcome.
Woke up this morning with my mind. Stay on
No, Michelle.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Are you gonna get it?
Oh, that's funny about the bucket. No, Michelle. Oh my God.
With my mind, stayed on freedom. Woke up this morning with my mind.
I don't know the song.
Stayed on freedom. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We're gonna walk. We're gonna walk. We're gonna talk. We're gonna
They probably do.
talk.
The road blocked off now. You're free to be in the road. It's blocked off in both directions.
We're gonna talk with my mind on freedom. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I don't need to learn it. Relax.
There ain't no harm keeping your
Starbucks.
Stay on freedom.
I wish y'all would quit being cruel for 5 minutes.
Keeping your mind.
How you doing, Aaron? My day going well.
Freedom. Ain't no harm keeping your mind. Stay on freedom.
Y'all see Spider-Man over there?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Woke up this morning with my mind. Stay on freedom.
I mean, I ain't got nothing against gospel music, but I don't know these songs. I guess we play different music in the black church.
Woke up this morning with my mind.
Oh my God. They feisty.
One more time, Justin.
I thought y'all would like the gospel music, man. Come on now. What the ever-loving fuck is going on? Taylor. Good morning, Jay. I think y'all want to hear the hollering and screaming instead of the gospel music. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh my God. I think they take requests. I ain't never seen nobody make a request. They've been here a lot. It's the same ones last week when they got attacked, they got arrested. Some of them got arrested and all type of stuff. So that's what she was talking about when she was reading. How you doing, Jane?
I'm Jillian Westerfield. I'm the Associate Minister at Lake Street Church in Evanston. And I want to talk about the fact that these are our neighbors. Right? Who is my neighbor? It's a question that Jesus is asked in Luke's Gospel, one which prompts Jesus to tell a story that we commonly call the story of the Good Samaritan. It's a story where a man is robbed and beaten and left for dead by the side of the road, and the people who live near him all have excuses for why they can't do anything to help. A priest and a man with some power and status in the local area cross to the other side of the street to avoid getting involved. But then a stranger, a person from far away, someone who is reviled, stops. He renders aid. He spends his time and money to make sure someone he's never even met gets all the medical attention and food and safe shelter that he needs to fully recover and be healed. Jesus makes it clear that the neighbor is the one who acts with mercy toward the vulnerable. That our neighbors are not just the people who live next door to us or the people who look like us. The neighbor we are called to love as ourselves is any person who's suffering, anywhere, anytime. I don't know who's inside that building right now. I don't know how many people are there. I don't know their names.
It
But
is
many of the
around her
people
neck.
who pass through that building have been my literal geographic neighbors. I live in Belmont-Cragen, a neighborhood in Chicago that has been hit hard in the last few months. I work in Evanston. My kid goes to school in Humboldt Park. These are all places that have been terrorized and brutalized as people have been ripped away, disappeared, and brought here to be tortured and abused. These are my neighbors in both the literal and spiritual sense, just as the people of Broadview are, just as Charlotte, Los Angeles, Portland, all of these places are my neighbors. As I've prayed on how to act with mercy for my neighbor, another story has come to mind, a story even older than the Good Samaritan. I keep thinking of the bond between Naomi and Ruth, her daughter-in-law. They are women from different countries originally, and when their family suffers a tragedy and has to move away, Ruth and her other daughter-in-law, Orpah, Naomi encourages them to go back to their families of origin. And Orpah goes. But Ruth refuses. She clings to Naomi and she says, "Don't urge me to abandon you, to turn back from following you. Wherever you go, I will go. And wherever you stay, I stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Wherever you die, I will die, and I will be buried. May the Lord do this to me, and more so, even if death separates me from you." Our neighbors are here, and wherever they are, we belong. For anyone who would like to see protest activity in Broadview End, the answer is simple. Set our neighbors free. Send them home to their families. Let them live in peace. Close this facility. God demands freedom, and so do we. Amen.
Amen. God demands freedom.
God demands freedom.
God demands
Freedom.
God demands freedom.
Good morning. My name is Reverend Steve Haviland. I am a member of Lake Street Church of Evanston. And one thing I know this morning, though we come from a variety of different backgrounds, we stand in solidarity with each other and with our immigrant friends. This morning, I would like to read to you our demands and statements as American Baptists. On May 3rd, 2025, by unanimous vote, we, the American Baptist Churches of Metro Chicago, declared ourselves to be a sanctuary region of the American Baptist Churches USA. In its simplest terms, becoming a sanctuary region means that we are publicly declaring that walking alongside immigrants and refugees is a matter of faith. Indeed, many of those in our congregations are immigrants, and some lack legal status. But being a sanctuary region means that we stand in solidarity with our siblings in Christ within the American Baptist Churches, Metro Chicago, and those who are bearing the brunt of this administration's cruelty outside of it. Being a sanctuary region looks different in different contexts. All of these actions are a step closer to a sanctuary in our faith communities and sanctuary in our world. Being a sanctuary region is about loving our neighbors. We commit to continuing in prayer and solidarity with all those affected by the present administration's shift in policy,
It will take
rhetoric,
30%.
and enforcement. Now I'd like to just read briefly a message from our executive ministers here in the Chicago region, Reverend Carol McFetty and Reverend Doug Harris. One of our church leaders, Reverend Dr. Michael Wolf, pastor of Lake Street Church of
Is it
Evanston,
long? Oh my God.
was front and center among those who crossed the barricade. And he was arrested along with 20 other of our friends. We want our ABC MC sisters and brothers to know that Michael and all of our friends who were in this protest and who were arrested have our full support. Michael Wolf has been clear in sermons, conversations, and his very public writing that he feels called by God and his conscience to put his body on the line to oppose the mass deportation of our immigrant neighbors. We also support the other American Baptist leaders whose conscience brought them to Broadview on Friday morning. And I would add to all of our faith and clergy
Salty, really.
leaders from a variety of backgrounds. And those of you who are may be a part of a faith community, may not. But we're here in support of this march last weekend and in previous Fridays. Our faith and our conscience brought us to Broadview to say it is wrong to snatch people off the street based on skin color or ethnicity and detain them in inhumane conditions with no due process. We believe that every human being is a precious child of God and possesses fundamental human dignity. We believe that Jesus weeps over the cruel separation of families. We agree with the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops that human dignity and national security are not in conflict. Our hearts are broken by the current vilification of immigrants and the fear that grips our American Baptist Church's 16 immigrant congregations. They are our beloved sisters and brothers in Christ. We encourage all American Baptists in Chicago and all people whose conscience calls them to stand with our immigrant neighbors to do courageously in the name of Jesus. We are all God's children, created in the divine image.
Oh my God.
Let us listen to the voice of God, calling us to uphold the dignity of all people. And now a message from our American Baptist Home Mission Society. We denounce the dehumanization and cruelty of the current approach and extend our support to churches and leaders across the United States and Puerto Rico as they continue to live into the gospel in their cities and communities. The American Baptist Home Mission Society has long stood in solidarity with immigrant communities, advocated for civil rights, and been a public witness in times of moral crisis. We call upon our American Baptist family and to our global family as human beings created in the image of God to join us in, number one, praying for immigrant and asylum-seeking neighbors who face fear, uncertainty, and displacement. Praying for all clergy and congregations, offering leadership, support, and moral clarity during this time. Encouraging constructive, grace-filled dialogue on matters of immigration, human dignity, and faithful public engagement. And supporting efforts toward humane, transparent, and just immigration policies that honor the worth of every single human being. We hold faith leaders, churches, and communities across Chicago and across our nation in our hearts and our prayers, trusting that the peace of Christ will guide all who work for justice, mercy, and the flourishing of every neighbor. God bless you, and thank you for being here and being present as we stand together.
Amen.
God demands freedom.
God demands freedom.
God demands freedom.
We're going to sing a song in Spanish. We've been singing this song every week here. El Pueblo Unido, it comes to us from the time of the popular community government in Chile. Please sing with us, and we will also do that chorus in English. The people united will never be.
They ain't removed the barriers, they just rearranged them. They opened the street and they used the barriers to block the streets off. If we stand for illegal activity, then we need to stand for all illegal activity, not just
Será vencido, el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Unido jamás será vencido, el pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
I don't think they'll be doing it if they felt like it was wrong. They just believe something different from you. That's how I look at it. I think they should go to Dearborn too. How they don't know what to do, man. I'm pretty sure they know. They said they're gonna say it in English too.
Y ahora el pueblo que se alza en la lucha con voz de gigante, gritando adelante. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo
No, my mic is not
jamás
unplugged.
será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. La gente está formando la unidad. El norte a sur se movilizará. Desde el salar, ardiente mineral, al bosque austral, unidos en la lucha irán. La gente cubrirá su paso ya hacia el porvenir.
Y'all can't hear me?
Que el pueblo va a triunfar.
It's on numbers. I don't, it's on. They both lit up, it's plugged into the phone. I don't know, but it's a handful. It's never a lot. The music's drowning me out, there's nothing I can do about it. Hold on, let me move it up. Turn it up. Numbers, I got my hands full, I'm holding this thing. They're gonna have to wait. Turn the mic up. You know it's a whole band out here, Numbers, I mean. That better for the mic?
Never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
Did y'all hear me better?
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. La 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 la. The
The gimbal move, I guess it hit the attachment in the phone and be making it come out a little. So this gimbal is super cool, but man, I guess I just gotta get used to it. They've been jamming this. I mean, they got some talent, y'all.
Our liturgical action this morning comes from the Arizona Migrant Trail Walk, which I had the honor to participate in this summer. It's a 75-mile prayer march from the U.S.-Mexico border to Tucson, Arizona, in the middle of the summer, in honor of the hundreds of migrants who die each year making that same crossing. At the start of the trail, each walker selects an 18-inch cross bearing the name of someone who died in that desert. For the next 6 or 7 days, we carry them with us through our journey. I chose a cross with the name Virginia Mejia, age 18. Roughly every 3 miles, we would chant their name in a roll call, lifting up the names on our crosses in a call and response. One person would shout the name, and in response, everyone else would reply, presente, like a roll call. This morning, we were hoping to proclaim the release to all of the captives. This morning, all of our neighbors were supposed to be set free. We pray that the doors of Broadview and other centers holding our neighbors would be flung open in a tiny crumb of mercy for those that have been in prison without warrant or cause. But even this crumb of mercy was too much. The 7th Circuit Court of Appeals delayed the release on bond indefinitely last night. Our hearts break for the families and communities that continue to be torn apart. In the words of Cole Arthur Riley, we were not foolish for hoping. We can't let anyone make us feel ashamed for what fight remains in us. We hold on to the hope for those who cannot. Instead of proclaiming their freedom this morning, we proclaim the power of their presence in our hearts, our homes, our places of worship, our schools, and our communities. I'm going to start. When I read their name, you are going to respond with presente. If you haven't brought or handed in your names, you can still bring them forward. We begin with someone who was killed by border agents in our own community. Silverio!
Tyler.
For Maria and all house cleaners just trying to do their jobs.
A little who?
For Sister Joanne.
Relax, y'all. As always, thank you guys for being out there all the time. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
For the
Thanks
fathers.
For the $5
A mother. A friend. Alejo. The neighbors of Brighton Park.
You need to relax.
2 landscapers abducted in Park Ridge. Our neighbors in Logan Square. Abrego Garcia. Maria Omar. Yolanda. H's father-in-law. All of those chased, pushed to the ground, and taken away for how they looked. A neighbor, Jose. Victor. All of those crossing borders seeking safety. Our congregants and neighbors.
I didn't hear about that.
A señor. Our elders. Vecino. Adrian.
That's somebody over there screaming at the cops.
Jose Mendez. Innocent.
That's a
Diana
protest over
Santillano
there screaming
Galeano.
boo at the cops.
Yarderos. Neighbors of Rogers Park. Sore.
Why this man come right in front of my camera, bro? Why they keep coming to
Aunt
stand right in
Olga.
front of my camera? Thinking they somebody
church's
better than me
parishioner.
because they probably with a news company. Really pissed me
Pastora
off.
Betty. A friend. The Bard. My co-worker. Ethan.
Taylor.
Los
Oh, no, stop blocking my
desconocidos.
camera.
Los desconocidos.
Michelle.
Jose's cousin. Maria's husband. The children's fathers.
If they read my chat,
My childhood
I
friend.
don't care. Don't
The DACA
disrespect me and stand in
recipient.
front of my camera.
Ricardo, the father of
Anybody
3.
can watch this, so
All those
maybe they should
detained.
come in the chat and say what they want to say.
Rod. My neighbor Juana.
Yeah, there's a lot of news
Ryland.
companies here. Look.
Los niños. Los desconocidos. Holy God, we lift up these names to you and the unspoken names on our hearts, that you may comfort them with gentleness, protect them with justice, and strengthen them with courage. Embolden us to continue proclaiming your justice and mercy until all of your children are free.
What is
Amen.
you talking about, babe? Don't start, man. We'll get removed. Relax.
Okay, we're gonna do this next one. We'd like everybody in this audience, in this group, to sing with us. A song sung by one of our own members, Speedily in Our Days. There's 2 parts to it. You can join in on whichever one moves you. Without cages, at the tips
I'm
of
not
our
singing, guys. I don't know
fingers,
these songs.
palms of our hands, a world without cages is at the tips of our fingers and the palms of our hands.
I don't know.
Speedily in our days, speedily in our days, speedily in our days, speedily in our days, speedily in our days.
A bad place for the most part. Talking about the ghetto, talking about crime. A lot of unthinkable stuff happens. You got the We Love Ice sign and they blocking her sign with their sign.
Speedily in our days, 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 speedily in our speedily in our days, speedily in our days, speedily in our days.
Y'all should have knew that was gonna happen. Even more coming. You ain't gonna be able to see that sign.
In our days, speedily in our days,
You can't even see her no more.
we can bring it. Speedily in our days.
Hey, they not spinning. He got a whole little stool or something. Thanks for the $20 super chat for Airplug. Thank you, Neil. They following her. You can barely see the We Love Ice sign. Go ask them why she isn't allowed to have the first. Now you know, numbers. You don't want me arguing with nobody, but you want me to go ask them that. No numbers. And I'm not even saying that like in a rude way, but I'm not just. I gotta protect my energy out here. We all know why they doing this. Trying to work on myself so I can't be putting myself in certain situations where I'm gonna deal what I'm not trying to do and trying to work on myself at the same time. Did you see what happened to Cam for asking a question? All he did was ask a question. What happened, numbers? What's up, guy? How you doing? Oh, it's your first time back? Good to see you, guy. Look at the drone. She got a sign that say "We love ICE" and they blocking her sign with their signs and they not letting that sign be seen. That's what you looking at. You're welcome, CJ. Yeah, I mean, you know numbers. None of this surprise you. You know, like this how it be out here. I'm not saying it's right, but you know this what's gonna happen out here.
Wow, a real great woman over here. We love you. Yo, that's sarcasm. Suck.
All right,
Very non-fascist to block somebody else's sign. I'm against opposition. I'm against silencing the opposition as you're actively silencing the opposition. That's like the definition of fascism. Whether you agree with their sign or not, you blocking their sign is advocating for fascism. You're literally actively advocating for fascism. You're trying to silence the opposition.
I think maybe you misunderstand what
No, one of the key components of fascism is silencing the opposition. Silencing the opposition is one of the key components of fascism. You're actively engaging in fascism while claiming to be anti-fascist.
I hear a loud noise, but it's not making any sense. Where's it coming from? Oh, this fool.
I'm sorry.
You're actively engaging in fascism. You're promoting the silencing of the opposition. You're actively silencing the opposition. You're actively doing that. Yeah, but you can't claim to be anti-fascist while actively engaging in fascism. You're actively engaging in fascism. You're literally actively engaging in fascism.
The day of the dead.
Kidnapped on the fucking streets. She's okay with that. I say every sign saying we love ICE. She only wants people. She's okay with it.
One of the key components of fascism is silencing the opposition. That's literally by following her.
You're an Army veteran. That's the same guy. I tell y'all that every time. He served.
Yeah, it's her neighbor to be detained.
You're literally blocking her side.
We pray for your heart.
Do you support the blocking and silencing of opposition?
And the hearts of all the.
Do you support silencing the opposition?
You know, the
As
day
we
of the
pray for
dead.
your heart and all those.
And y'all are actively engaging in fascist tactics.
Can you talk to me?
I'm choosing not to talk to you at this moment, sir. I'm not saying I won't talk to you, but not at this exact moment.
We wish for your heart to be changed.
We can have this conversation in a little bit, but at this exact moment, I'm not going to have that conversation. Yes, sir. We can have that conversation, but not at this exact moment. Yes, sir. I'll be here for a little bit. You'll be here for a little bit. We can have that conversation.
First time that I ever talked to you, I said that I didn't want to have this conversation. One day my friend, I was like, we should have this conversation right here. Same thing with the gentleman, really, really upset. And he was like, we shouldn't talk about this anymore. We didn't let it go. But he still brought it next provide the same respect that you expect.
Yeah, I told him I'll have the conversation with him, but not at this exact moment. I'm willing to engage in the conversation. I'm willing to engage in the
They praying for it.
This guy is trying right here. Trying to do America right here.
Do they know you serve?
I don't think they do.
Together we will abolish ICE. This is for our people who are locked inside. Together we will abolish ICE. This is for our people who are locked inside. Together we will abolish ICE. This is for our people who are locked inside. Together we will abolish ICE. Go home. This is for our locked inside. Together.
I support free speech unless it's against what I stand for. Then you want the free speech to be silenced. That's fascism. And it's definitely 100% fascism. Yeah. So when you support the opposition, well, I think speech is protected under the First Amendment. How is that hate speech?
Hate speech with what I see right now, that's as much of an influence as any logical person could possibly imagine.
People have been arguing with this guy for like 6 weeks.
Oh, and that's healthy. That's something that we as Americans should have. We should engage in constructive conversation.
I think we have
He an Army veteran. That's who the guy is in the gray hoodie. He an Army veteran. He served.
It isn't. Back when the Nazis wanted to march in Skokie, that's when that constitutionality was tested. Because what they argued was, we have a country with free speech, and they wanted to march in the Jewish area, which frightened them
Gonna have to charge the phone.
that area.
I'll have to take the mic out.
Went to the United States Supreme Court. The United States Supreme Court found that hate speech is not protected. It's like yelling fire in a theater. That's not free speech. So there is a difference. So the inference, and I agree that covering up her sign is not what people should be doing right now. I totally agree with you on that point, even though I think she's totally wrong. But you have to at least agree that what she is promoting constitutes hate speech.
I 100% do not agree with that.
Okay.
A country without borders is not a country.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Let him say what he thinks. Go ahead.
I totally
Do you
agree.
believe that a country, they call it a country comes in?
They following
So us as a country, we lock our doors to our car, we lock our doors to our cars, we lock our doors to our houses. We vet who comes in our house, who comes in our cars. We limit who comes in our house.
Right.
And saying like we don't walk around with our bank account information, with our routing account, checking account number on our head, saying, hey, everybody has access to my bank account. That's your property. And you want to limit and restrict what's access to your property. It's America's property, and we should limit and restrict.
I'ma tell 'em, guys.
We should vet who has access to it. And I don't think supporting immigration operations in and of itself is considered hate speech. By saying that you support, because literally immigration customs enforcement is cool. So that phrase in and of itself to you is
That's not hate speech.
So that phrase in and of itself to you, so the phrase though, immigration customs enforcement is cool, is hate speech.
That's not hate speech.
You said her sign is hate speech. It literally says immigration customs enforcement is cool. We love immigration customs enforcement.
This facility right now.
No, you said her sign.
Yeah,
is hate speech.
yeah.
You said her sign is
will
hate
you allow me to speak about it?
The sign is not hate speech, though.
That facility is not legal, moral immigration enforcement. These people, some of these people came to court to further their immigration status and were snatched off the street when they showed up to their court hearings. These people are not targeting criminals. They're simply targeting people because of the color of their skin. So what ICE is doing here and in other places around the country is they are systematically finding people with the wrong color skin, voiding their rights, and arresting and detaining them without due process, and they're keeping them in cages. That's not immigration enforcement. I agree with you. That means
Do you retract your statement that her sign is hate speech? Or do you stand by that?
I stand
by her sign being
stand by
considered hate
that ICE is cool. If ICE is doing this, then I
You might don't like the sign, but the sign is not hate speech.
You consider that sign
It's not hate speech.
because immigration customs enforcement is cool. It's considered hate speech.
That's not hate speech.
What they are doing right now, what ICE is doing right now, is hateful, and what she is promoting, I consider logically as hate speech.
So you don't support
If somebody touched her, I'll help her.
You don't support immigration enforcement at all. At all. Zero.
I didn't say that.
It literally says immigration customs enforcement is cool. It's literally all it says. That's not hate speech. That's 100% not hate speech.
When she stands in front of the facility,
Do you think them following her like that is more hateful than the sign?
And that, by inference, is what ICE is doing.
They're
You have to logically
They're
follow.
literally actively engaging in the silencing of the opposition by blocking her sign as claiming to be anti-fascist. And one of the key components of fascism is using intimidation tactics to silence the opposition.
You should let her sign stay there. But by also,
It's the sign hate speech.
What would you say if a court decided that that
Still
sign
consider that sign is not hate
constitutes
speech. It's 100% not hate speech.
Okay. Some courts have decided.
No,
that
no court has
marching and
considered that
scoping-
type of sign hate speech.
Saying anything is cool is not hate speech.
So now let the courts decide whether or not that's hate speech. I agree
is
with
not
you.
hate
I agree with you that
No, it's not let the courts decide that's hate speech. That's not hate
Do you think they being hateful by following her?
Easily, without a debate, without an argument, without going to court. That's not hate speech.
Without debate, without an argument. I
Yes.
thought, doesn't that just
There's no
deny what you're saying to me?
there's no way
Where's the
that you
debate?
can defend the statement of immigration
the
customs
debate?
enforcement is cool is hate speech.
If they take it to court,
That's
the court
not
decides
hate
it's hate
It's
speech.
not hate speech.
hate speech.
So where's the debate?
It's not hate speech. Okay, fine. Your Under Armour, is that what you're wearing? Under Armour? Your Under Armour hat is hate speech.
Okay.
Take it off. Hate speech to me. I'm a Nike fan.
Okay, that's fine, but I don't agree with you that it is. So you want to take it to court?
No, I'm not taking it to court. Your Under Armour hat is hate speech. Just because I support Nike.
Okay, so let's do it logically.
You might don't like the sign, but it's not hate speech. It's not.
That's hate speech. Let's have a black team done. No, you wearing blue jeans doesn't make it hate speech. No, we don't have to record to determine whether you wearing blue jeans is hate speech or not.
Do you think that your logical argument that I'm wearing a hat with an advertisement for a company that makes it constitutes hate speech?
No,
You
I don't.
said hate speech on free
But
speech,
you
insinuating that the sign was hate speech, and it's
No,
not.
I say
That's not hate
no, I
speech.
say if you think
You wearing an Under Armour hat is not hate
if
speech.
you think it is, file a
No,
court file.
it's not file a court. That's like the person who gets hot coffee thrown on them when they got a warning sign that says warning hot coffee, and then they sue the company.
Yeah.
No, they warned you ahead of time that there's hot coffee. Doesn't mean you get to just sue the company because you were negligent.
Here's the argument. You know why they won that argument in court? Because McDonald's heated that coffee so hot to make more money that it was unsafe to serve. It was scalding hot. It was steam hot. This was not a normal cup of coffee. That's why the woman who made that complaint won her case. Because McDonald's, in order to up their
think I should go to court. You think I should go to court to try to say that your hat is hate speech? No,
If you
your
like-
hat is not hate speech. No, I'm
Right.
not. That's an abuse of the criminal justice
There's plenty
system.
more hateful signs out here than that lady sign.
That's an abuse of criminal justice system.
If someone thinks that sign is hate speech, okay, and they
Which
want
is
to
not.
protest against it, okay,
That's not hate
I
speech,
agree
man.
with
You
I
gotta,
agree with you that they should not.
if you want to have the dialogue, you gotta be willing to tell the truth. It's not a hateful sign. It's just something you disagree with.
So that's what this protest is all about. It's a peaceful display. I totally disagree with her, but I just.
It's okay for you to disagree, but it's not hate speech.
Right now, it doesn't appear to be letting somebody speak their mind when you are actively covering their sign and following them around and preventing them from voicing their opinion. In America, you advocate, we're anti-fascist, we don't support the silencing of the opposition.
You made your point, and nobody is standing around.
Oh, at this moment, yes.
So you made your point.
But the point is that it's not hate speech.
Congratulations.
You mind? Question. I think it's wrong in saying that it's hate speech.
Thank
I
you.
think that you can say that it's because yes, it's about ICE and immigration services, but what we're seeing is patterns of a lot of hurt and a lot of evil, and a lot of people are able to sit with that and ignore it because it doesn't involve them. Like what do you see ICE as? What do you?
I see ICE as a person who enforces immigration laws.
Yeah,
so you're under 18, over 18?
I'm 17.
Under, okay, so I figured you were somewhere in that area.
Yeah. I've seen you in Lyle before.
Oh, you seen me in Lyle before?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, at the No Peach.
Yeah, Tesla.
Yeah, the Tesla, yes.
Yeah, and then I've seen you kind of back when we could be over there.
Okay, yes. So in that scenario, like, you're not just gonna let anybody in your car, into your house. I don't know if you own a car. I know you probably live in a house, but you're not just gonna like, here's my keys to my car, here's the keys to my house, come into my car, come into my house, any random person. You lock your house, you lock your car, you better come to your house, you come to your car, restrict you from your house and your car. Your bank account, I don't know if you have a bank account or not, but your parents for sure do. And they're not gonna walk around with, here's my routing number, here's my checking number, have access to my bank account for anybody. Well, no, because that's your property, it's your bank account, that's your money. You want to vet and limit who has access to your money. This is America. We should vet and limit and restrict who has access to our country because it's our property. It's the same thing like going to a homeless shelter. Like, okay, I'm gonna go and go with your parents, and I'm gonna choose for a random person that's gonna come into your house every night from a homeless shelter. And I might pick the drunkest, most intoxicated, drug-ridden, violent person, and I get to make that decision. You don't, and you have to be there every day for a year because if we don't support vetting and restricting and limiting who comes into our country, then how do you support vetting and limiting and restricting who comes into your house, your car, your bank account?
So actually, like, we're not that far from, like, I actually agree. I think we need to have a better system in place because right now it's very difficult to have a good system and to actually be able to get people approved or disproved. So that makes people come to the country illegally because it can take like 15 years to get approved, which for a lot of families who are either seeking asylum, running from cartels, or like in any situation, 15 years, like, you gotta admit, that's like a big part of your life. So right now, the way
Thanks for the $5 super check, man.
it's encouraging it because
It's what it is.
nobody's gonna want nobody to go through that. They don't have the time sometimes to take care of their kids. So I think I agree with you. We need to have a system, and I think we do need to have that. What I see though with ICE is, do you mind if I put another scenario to like go for it? Yeah. All right. So say you meet somebody and they're a survivor of domestic abuse and they're in a very, very horrible situation, and you welcome them into your home. You say, hey, I can be a safe place. You can stay here for a while, and they're cooking meals for you. They're like trying.
I gotta switch this stuff out and put the charger in. Trying to get the conversation, but the phone at 20%.
And then you say, after a month, say, okay, you have to go back. I don't want you anymore. But you're sending them back to like a household of domestic abuse and violence. Right now, what we're having with a lot of immigrants, especially like, Venezuela and Chicago, right?
Thanks, Greg.
A ton of Venezuelans came into Chicago.
Yeah. Do you know why that is? Because of the Venezuelan government and all the instability there.
It's gang-ridden, drug-ridden, poverty-stricken, and it's a drug-infested, gang-infested, crime-infested urban city or country. And we have people that are coming, and I think the majority of people are coming to this country that are coming here illegally are coming here with good intentions. They're coming here with the intention of just trying to better themselves, better their children, better their grandchildren, and create a better situation for themselves. But we have people that are taking advantage of that system. We have people that are drug traffickers, sex traffickers, human traffickers, rapists, murderers, people commit heinous crimes, want to inflict pain.
You're always going to have them.
We are always going to have them, but we should try to limit and restrict that as much as possible. We shouldn't willingly and knowingly say, hey, come into our country, you're a rapist, murderer, drug offender.
Whether it's solved some or not, it's important to talk.
Like everybody agrees on that.
Okay, the phone on 10%. I gotta change this stuff out. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Put it on this other stick so I can put the charge in it. If I put the charge in while it's on the gimbal, it's gonna make it too heavy.
I'm not. I think it's stalking.
Yeah.
I don't think it's more stalking. I think somebody would follow you everywhere you go. That would you would be very uncomfortable with that. You would say that's stalking. And before somebody follows you. And so I don't support that.
What I've seen is or they were on GPS status with the status.
Yeah, but if your GPS gets revoked, the first word in GPS is temporal. So that means if your GPS gets revoked, you no longer have the ability to stay active on a regular basis.
Because what I'm seeing right now is it getting revoked, and I'm saying, okay, Venezuela, you gotta go back to work. We don't need you here in the States to go back. This is on the level 4 travel advisory on Venezuela, which is the highest level. It literally says I can pull it up.
No, I don't think it's because Venezuela is a safe country. It's not. It's still getting, it's still drugs, it's still crime, it's still mafia. Because you have two different administrations. Son of a bitch. My fault, John. So two different mindsets, two different ideologies. And I think us as a country, we should limit and restrict and that you have people that commit heinous crimes that are infiltrating our country, that are coming up into our nation and are making our countries a hell of a shit. You have people that are actively engaging in MS-13 and other criminal gangs and criminal activities, and they're terrorizing our communities. And it's spreading, and it's becoming a bigger issue. And we need to stop it at its beginning foundation rather than allow it to become a big issue where now you look like Mexico, where you have the cartels, the military, the police, and the government. So that's already, we have a simple example of a country on our southern border where the infiltration has happened. And we need to stop that and prevent it from happening rather than trying to...
Hold on, I gotta set the bag up. We there now.
I'm happy about get arrested. We find out later that they had no criminal background. And sometimes they're legal residents and legal citizens. And so sometimes they'll arrest them, they'll put them in handcuffs, they'll put them in the car, they'll force them in, and then they'll question them. Like they'll drive away, and then sometimes, not every time, this has happened multiple times where they don't, but they'll find out that you're a legal citizen and they'll drop you off in a random parking lot miles away. And they'll tell you walk around for 5 minutes before you call anyone because they don't want us to figure out where they're meeting up. The problem with that is out of all the times that I've interacted with ICE and seen people arrested, it's most of the time they don't have any criminal background at all whatsoever. And one time, the guy who was arrested, his only criminal background was not driving with his license in the last 4 years by accident.
Well,
To be fair, that's
I'm
something
going
I've
to
almost
disagree
done.
with that because
Yeah.
the initial entry point of coming to the country illegally is a crime in and of itself. So anybody who's entered the country illegally is indeed a
talking
criminal
about-
and committed criminal
But
acts.
I'm talking about legal residents and legal citizens. They've arrested.
Well, if you're a
those.
legal resident and a legal citizen, and there's proof and evidence that you're a legal resident and legal citizen, then no, you should not be arrested. No, you should not be unless
Okay, so we agree,
unless
yeah.
you're engaging in actively like being violent towards
and
ICE
we're-
agents
yeah.
or throwing bricks at them or blocking their vehicles or getting hands-on and pushing them or throwing stuff at them, then at that point it's obstruction and that's assault. So
Yeah.
just because you're a legal citizen doesn't make you untouchable from being arrested by ICE
But if
agents
you
or
have
border
no
patrol
criminal
agents.
background
But
and
if
you're
the
legal
main number one primary reason why you're being arrested is because of your immigration status and you are a legal citizen, then no, you should not be arrested. No, you should not be deported.
So that's why people are against ICE, because we keep seeing that over and over. It keeps happening in person. Like family friends are getting arrested and deported of mine who are legal citizens, and that's the problem. Like, yes, we need to have a better vetting system. We need to solve the border issue because like we need to be able to approve people when they're good and disapprove people when they're not. Like I said everybody agrees, but you said not everybody. So me and you both agree that's very much true. And ICE, for what they are said to do and what they are said to be, I think we would all agree that that's a good thing. Yes, murderers and drug dealers shouldn't be on the streets. But right now we're not seeing that they're targeting murderers and drug dealers, partially because they don't have the time and resources because they need to be getting so many people. I think right now what we're doing is we're wanting to flood the zone. I think they've even said that we're wanting to flood the zone and they're wanting to get as many people as they can for these quotas because
I would agree that the majority of people that have been arrested have not been murderers or drug dealers or gangbangers or people who made
Listening to the conversation. It's not an interview.
If you come into the country illegally,
Yeah.
you're eligible for deportation, regardless if you committed one of those heinous crimes or not.
Yeah, so what do you think about DACA or DACA? I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals.
Yeah.
What do I think of it? I don't like it. I don't support it. I think it creates an incentive for people to be brought into the country illegally at a young age. Because then, so now we're going to allow you to be in the United States because you were brought here illegally at a young age. And by de facto, we're now allowing the parents to be legal too because we don't want to engage in family separation. So while the child might have DACA, the parents might still be illegal, but we're not going to deport the parents because we don't want to engage in family separation. So now the parents became illegal. And so I don't support DACA. I think that we should be disincentivizing illegal crossings and trying to prevent that from happening, not encouraging it to happen.
So what you're saying right now with like current U.S. politics, are you saying that a good solution right now would be reimagine our border, put a system down, get that solidified so that we can actually be able to approve the good people and know when we have somebody who's here for benevolent reasons and get rid of them? And then you're saying from there we should deport all the people who have come illegally, like all the millions of people, and then reset and
I don't think it's reimagining our border, it's enforcing our border, enforcing our laws that are already on the books. We already have a defined border, we already have defined laws. If you come into the country illegally, you don't have a right to the land, you're eligible for deportation. And I think it's enforcing our laws, not reimagining our laws.
Could I just ask a question? So, crossing the border illegally is a crime. Is it a felony?
It's not. It's a misdemeanor.
So, okay.
But it's still a crime.
Right. But how can we better serve and protect the people that are creating misdemeanors without treating them worse than we treat our American felons? The way we treat them in here is how we wouldn't treat an American that had a felony. We have a adjudicated rapist in the White House. He's not in a jail like that. What's your solution for solving the problem of the few serious criminals that are coming in without exposing decent people to this kind of crap?
So anybody who crosses, it's not the few criminals. Anybody who crosses the border illegally is a criminal. Your initial entry into the nation was on a criminal act.
Right, it was a misdemeanor.
Yeah, but a misdemeanor is still a crime. You're basically trying to say that a misdemeanor is not a crime, and a misdemeanor is 100% a crime.
Well, that's the way I'm interpreting it. Okay.
You're misinterpreting. These are misdemeanors. These people should be treated, if we're going to send them back to their countries, they should be treated as if they've caused a misdemeanor, not like they're the gang leaders that you're talking about and the people that are out to rape and pillage and plunder. These are decent people, most of them, the vast majority, and they're leaving children behind. I know we have to make a better set of rules for immigrants, but this is no way to treat human beings.
So I would agree with you that the vast majority of people that are coming to this country illegally are coming here on good intentions. They're trying to better themselves, better their children, grandchildren. They're not criminals, they're not gangbangers, not drug dealers, not human traffickers, sex traffickers. You do have people that are coming into this country, though, that are infiltrating our country, that are committing heinous acts, that are terrorizing communities, that are inflicting pain on communities, that are sex traffickers and murderers and rapists. But at the end of the day, in America, if you commit a misdemeanor or you commit a felony, you go to the same jail. You have the same conditions. This is an immigration processing center. This is not an American jail. It's an immigration processing center, where then you get sent to the detention center. Because here in Illinois, we prevent from having detention centers. We only have processing centers. So they're only here for a short period of time before they get sent to their detention center before they're eligible for deportation.
Right, and I'm not talking about whether or not they belong, they have to be sent out of the country again. I'm talking about the kind of treatment that they were receiving. Decent people separated from their family, children being separated and left behind. Why people have to be treated like this? What's your solution to the treatment?
So when you say like children left behind, so this is kind of going back to what I was talking about with DACA. Because now, like, the whole thing right there is, okay, well, let's not separate the children from the parents. So then if the child is here legally, let's say the child was born in the United States legally, but the parents are illegal, now the parents become de facto legal citizens because we don't want to separate the children from the parents. So that creates an incentive for people to come here and have what is commonly referred to as an anchor baby, which is where you come to the United States, have a baby in the United States, that baby is a legal citizen, and now your parents are de facto legal citizens because you're not going to... Birthright, that's another term you could call it, yeah.
I'm asking you about what your solution is to the kind of treatment that we're giving to decent human beings who are not felons and are treated worse than any of the felons in our country are treated.
So, I think us as a society, I would need more specifics or more details about exactly what it is that you're not happy with in terms of their treatment, because if you come into the United States legally, then you don't get deported. If you come to the United States illegally, then you're eligible for deportation. So do you not think that anybody who comes in the country illegally should be eligible for deportation?
No. I'm not arguing it at all. I'm only concerned about the treatment that human beings are getting in these places. No beds, poor food, no health care, no availability of their spiritual guiders to come in and give them consolation. Children, there was a friendo up here the other day, or for a couple of weeks, that had 12 children that have died as a result of ice raids and various things. That's not right.
The ofrenda, you looked at it closely, right? You looked at the dates on the ofrenda?
I can't say I did that.
Okay, so just for clarification, that ofrenda, if you look at the dates on it, some of those cases go back to 2004, 2007, 2009. It's not in the last year or two, not in the last Operation Midway Blitz or since the Trump administration or even Trump's first term.
It's just ice.
Those are murders.
They're still dead children.
But those are I'm not calling them murders. Those are deaths that have happened in ICE custody. So right there, that's 12 over a 15 plus year span. So one child, one person a year potentially. And on top of that, it doesn't specify how they died. It just says that they died in ICE custody. You don't know if they had a pre-existing. What's that?
Do you know how they died?
I don't. But that ofrenda, it didn't specify how they died. It just said that they died in ICE custody. It doesn't say if they had a pre-existing condition. It doesn't say if they committed suicide. It doesn't say if they were killed by another detainee. So it doesn't specify how they died. They just put a bunch of faces on an ofrenda that make it look like it's recent. If you don't look at it closely, make it look like it's recent, but in reality, that's 12 faces over a 15-year period, and we don't even know the cause of the deaths.
I wonder what the percentage of those children are compared to your percentage of the people that are so terrible that are coming into the country. I mean, you're talking about a minority or making reasons for why it's okay that a minority of these people, children, died. I wonder what the percentage of the people that you're talking about that are so horrible are in comparison. I think that's a very small amount too.
I'm not making excuses for why the children died. I'm saying we don't know. And then on top of that, a friend does. Some of them were children, some were adults. They weren't all children. And
I saw we're all children.
I think I have a picture of that. I pulled up my phone. But even then,
Mario was also on it.
The guy with the 2 children that was on the other friendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did get moved over there. That's true. Yeah.
yeah. But we don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm not sympathetic to why they died, but we don't know. Yeah, let me see if I still have it on my phone. Give me one second. I gotta turn my phone on.
All right.
And then it might take a minute or two to go through my photo
Take your
history.
time.
I just really want to know is if you have some kind of a solution for better treatment of human beings. This is what this is all about.
So, like, you think that they should have like tablets and TVs and commissary and?
Beds?
Okay, I think that they should have beds. I would agree with that.
3 meals a day.
3 meals a day. I'd agree with that.
Toilet paper?
Toilet paper. I agree with that.
Showers.
We're getting their showers?
Showers, depending on how long they're held.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that they should have a shower every single day, or if they're here for a day or two, they should necessarily have a shower.
Yeah.
But depending on how long they're held, I'm kind of unwilling to commit full send on a shower a day for everybody who's incarcerated.
But like there should maybe be showers.
Access to a lawyer, access to your clergyman, access to your family.
So unlimited access to your family, to your clergy, to your lawyer.
Not unlimited.
So
Just
how
sometimes.
frequently do you get the opportunity to visit your clergyman, your attorney, and your family?
Well, how
Because in American jails and American prisons, there's limitations and restrictions on Americans and how frequently they can see their clergy and their lawyers and their family.
Right.
So they, especially if you're here illegally and you're eligible for deportation, then you definitely shouldn't have a more luxurious lifestyle while detained than an American citizen.
No, but those are all things that are parts of rights of people who come in the country for any reason. Even criminals are supposed to have the ability to see their attorneys or let their families know where they are. Think of the mothers and the wives and the children who don't know where their dads and husbands are.
My phone just died.
That's okay. That's okay. It's just the human factor of decency of how you treat other people, and that's really missing in what they're doing. That's all I care about.
And
Thanks.
I'm going to have to get going here in a second. So I would like to ask one more thing or just say one more thing. And sorry, guys, I don't love the phones being around because it feels like lip farming. But I just want to say that at the end of the day, I'm here because I want to keep people safe and so are you. And I don't think we could actually be way closer, and it would be, again, having the phones around in the environment makes it feel like less of a person, you know? And so whenever I see anti-protesters that are here, I'd love to talk to them because it's human on the other side.
No, it's important for people to see these civilized conversations when people disagree, because a lot of times all you see out here is arguing and hollering and fussing and calling names. So that's why it's important for the phones to be around and catch something like this.
So anyway,
I think in terms of the engagement with the conversations and the debates and the arguments, I think that's healthy. I think that's something that our society lacks. We only interact with and engage with people of similar ideologies to us. An echo chambers where I'm willing to interact and engage with somebody of an opposing viewpoint. And that pushes us further to the extremes, further to the extreme right and further to the extreme left, and we never get a chance to understand each other. And it creates more polarization. And we don't necessarily have to give in to your morals, your beliefs, your values when engaging with somebody in the opposition. But you should be willing to have that conversation, be willing to listen, and be willing to have a civilized conversation, civilized debate. And I think that's something that I greatly appreciate because you came up to me asking to have that conversation. So I thank you for that. I think that's something that's great.
I think the biggest thing is just I want to have more conversation. I'll probably see you again. At this point, I've seen you multiple
you've seen me at least 3 times, so there's a good possibility you might see me again.
Yeah. I think, when I'm patrolling and I'm doing that stuff, all I'm doing is filming. I'm not throwing the rocks. I'm not blocking them.
And I know the majority of people that are patrolling are just like the majority of people that are coming here illegally. They're not committing violent acts. They're just trying to record. They're just trying to document. But there are people that are committing illegal acts, that are throwing rocks, that are getting physical with the ICE agents and Border Patrol agents, and are throwing bricks at them and throwing fireworks at them. There's documented instances of this happening.
Do you think that means we all should get felonies then? Felony charges?
What do you mean all of, like, if you commit a violent act towards an ICE agent or a Border Patrol agent?
No. You're comparing it to immigration, where it's like there's the illegal immigrants who are here because of good intentions and because of their families, and then there's the murderers and the drug dealers, and then there's the patrollers who are here trying to protect their families and doing it in safe, legal ways, and then there's the people that throw the rocks or hit them with cars or whatever. If you apply the same reasoning to both immigrants and patrollers, do you think that all patrollers should get like misdemeanor or felony charges?
No, but I think it's stalking. I 100% think it's stalking to follow people around all day, every day. I think that's stalking and to dox them and take pictures of their cars and put it on the internet and post information about them and their families. I think that's like weird and stalking.
Posting about them and their families. I don't do that. I feel like that's
I definitely think it's stalking though, because if I were to, like, you go home right now and I just start following you everywhere you go, you're gonna have an issue with that. You're gonna feel uncomfortable. You're like, why is this guy following you? Probably gonna call the police and tell them, hey, this guy's following me. Or hey, you walk into the gas station, you walk into the convenience store, and you see me right there. Hey, why is this guy here?
Yeah, I think.
But that's what you're doing. The ICE agents and Border Patrol agents. That has not happened to me specifically, but I'm saying there's ICE agents and Border Patrol. Hypothetically, that's basically what's happening to ICE agents and Border Patrol agents. They're everywhere they go, they're getting followed.
If it means anything to you, both of us don't want to be doing. Like, I don't want to be the one filming them and following them, and they don't want me there either. Right now, though, we see that if we're there and we are filming, sometimes they let the people go who are legal citizens. If we're not there filming, sometimes they disappear. And if we're not there to get their name as they're shouting it, being shoved into a car, we don't know who they are, and they disappear. And sometimes they're not able to get back in contact, and we have nothing on them. Oh, sorry. So I think the biggest thing, because again, I have to leave here in a second. I think, yeah, my family's walking away. The biggest thing I'd just like to point out is that we're all here because we're trying to protect people, and I wish that we could see that and then see how that made sense, because I agree with you. I think murderers and drug dealers shouldn't be here. I think that's a problem. I also agree with you that we need to enforce our border better, because right now it allows for people, and then we have the problem of ICE. What I also think is we need to rework our border so it can be faster, because when you have families that actually need to get to America to get away from get asylum or get away with their families, with their kids, to have a job, it can take 15 years, and that's too long. And
I think that is too long. I do think it should be restrictive, and it should be hard to get to the United States. I don't think it should be easy. It's something that should be a hard process, because we want to limit and restrict who comes in the United States, but I don't think it should take 15 years.
I agree that it shouldn't take 15 years. I don't know if it should be a hard process. I don't think it should be like the easiest thing in the world. I don't think you should just be able to walk over. But I don't think it should be hard. I think it should be something that's detailed, you know? Because I don't want to lose stuff over there.
Okay, detailed, hard, kind of depending on what you look at. I guess I would agree with more detailed than hard.
Yeah,
hard sound harsh.
Hard is pretty broad, because, like, one, that could mean detailed, and then we're on the same page. The other thing is sometimes we're really good at, like, losing paperwork and not working on things. So I have a neighbor who is an immigrant, and it took her forever because she kept I'm blanking out on the name, but they kept losing her paperwork or losing her name in the list, and so she had to reapply multiple times because it just kept failing. And so when I hear hard, I think of that experience. So I don't necessarily think it should be hard. I think it should be detailed, and I think it should be quicker. Like, if we could have it be somewhere 3 to 6 months, that would be way better. Is that difficult right now with our current system? Yeah, that almost never happens. Could that become a thing? Yeah, if we work towards that, that would be amazing. I think that's what we need to work on first. Get that in place so that we don't have a problem right now. Make it easier for families who are wanting to come for good reasons to be able to apply and actually be able to get here. Because right now, it's so difficult. So coming illegally is way more appealing, and in most cases, they'd rather do that than wait 15 years and then maybe get denied. So I think what we need to do is work on that, get that system down, like you were saying, is just like enforce the border. and then let's approach who we have in America, because right now when we're working on this and we haven't fixed the issue at the border, like, yes, we're enforcing it better, but it's still gonna become a problem. So once it's closed off, I think then we can approach people who are here illegally and figure out what we do with that. Because yes, murderers and drug dealers, we still want to get out. Pedophiles, we still would like to not.
Do you think that anybody who enters the country illegally should be deported? Or
I don't, because yes, they come in illegally, but there are a lot of reasons they come in illegally that we make difficult. So like if they are running from something and they come into the border because they can't wait that time because they will be killed, I have grace for that.
Is that the case with everybody who comes
It's not.
illegally?
No,
So
and you're
why
right.
You feel that
but that's why I'm
deport none of them.
Yeah, I'm not saying we shouldn't deport any of them. I think we should deport some of them.
I mean, he asked you, should anybody who come illegally be deported? And you said
I said no. I don't think we should deport all of them. I also don't think we should deport none of them, if that makes sense.
So only if you have a documented murder or rape or sexual assault or drug crime, then you should be deported. But if you haven't committed any of those acts, then you shouldn't be deported.
So that's difficult. Like, I think that's where a lot of people struggle with figuring it out, because again, right now when we've had this system for so long.
Yeah, because basically, like, where do you draw the line? Like,
yeah,
my line is, if you come into illegally, you don't get the chance to stay in the United States. But your line kind of zigzags and doesn't seem to have consistency.
Yeah, totally. And that makes sense. My line's difficult right now because I know so many people who have really good reasons for why they've come illegally, because of either running from something or family members, or like there was a mom whose son had cancer and they could only get the treatment in America. They didn't have the 15 years to wait. And those case scenarios are so valid. And so I can't be like, okay, all of you guys have to go, because some of you are here for good reasons, and the only reason you're here legally is because you could not wait, and it was like a life on the line.
So it's basically like your own personal, emotional decision on whether or not they get to stay?
No, I think it more matters about the original intention and reason of why they're here. So if we could get the border to a good place where it basically made it so nobody wanted to come illegally because it's fine, or like nobody with good intentions would want to come illegally because they're able to get approved and they're able to get checked and all of that, then I think, yeah, we can start working on deporting, but let's not deport everybody. Let's work on systems where people, because there's so many people who've been here for 20, 30, 60 years, and some of those people like have kids, grandkids.
But I think that's part of the issue, is that you have people who have been here for 20, 30, 60 years.
Yeah.
And so it created an incentive. If you come into the country illegally, you're not going to get deported. Mm-hmm. But now, if you start deporting the people that have been here for a long period of time, it created an issue that festered around, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And it showed, okay, you can come into the country illegally and you might not get deported for decades.
Yeah.
But that's past practice that we didn't enforce our immigration laws. I think our current practice should be enforce our immigration laws regardless of who you are or what crime you committed or how long you've been here. Like, there should be a disincentive for coming into the United States. You should illegally. You should not want to come into the country illegally. But if we don't, if we allow DACA, we allow childhood arrivals to stay, we allow people who've been here 20 years to stay, then it's like, okay, there's precedent for us being able to stay. We're going to come into the country illegally.
That's definitely true a little bit. That's why I think a full reset.
Way easy to come legally to the US.
Sorry, what?
He's talking to his chat.
This is a live stream.
That's why I'm saying that it might be helpful to have a reset. I think we're approaching the problem as a problem that's been here for years. And I think that's going to be difficult because you're always going to have the people who have been here forever. And yes, we don't want to encourage that. But if we can redo our systems so that it's not actually better in the first case, and then we work on that problem, we could make it great. We could stop throwing random seeds all over the ground, and then we could work on actually pulling the weeds, if that makes sense. I think, would that be something that you would kind of agree with?
I'm kind of confused on what you're saying.
Yeah, sorry. With that analogy?
Yeah, the last analogy, the last 4 sentences.
Okay.
They kind of confused me.
Yeah, sorry. I can ramble. I'm pretty good at it. What I'm kind of saying is right now, going back to that analogy, we're allowing for these seeds to be thrown on the ground. We don't know what they are. They're just a thing of seeds, and most of them are good. Most of them are fruits that we want.
What's
or
supposed to be
vegetables.
seeds? I'm confused.
Like people. And
so we're allowing people to be
illegals, right?
No. We're allowing them into our field, like into our country.
So we're allowing
right?
illegals into our country. Okay, now I got that.
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
So the seeds are the illegals, and the field is America.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now we're allowing just a random jumble of seeds to be thrown in. I think what we need to do is first we need to put it down a system so that we can pick out the bad seeds. And then we can actually have that system in place so that then we can approach our field and be able to actually pick out the weeds instead of just grabbing everything and being like, well, you were thrown in here wrong, but we got to grab you, even if you're a tree at this point. You've been here for forever. It's not a great analogy.
I guess with that analogy,
It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one.
I don't think it's a horrible analogy. I think it's actually pretty good. I understand where you're going with it. I think with that analogy, though, it's like, okay, so if we have a cornfield and you allow corn seeds in a cornfield, I think that's okay. But to allow watermelon seeds in a cornfield, that's destructive.
Okay,
so like the cornfields are the illegal immigrants, and the watermelons the illegal immigrants. So in a cornfield in America, we allow legal immigrants. We don't allow illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
So we allow the corn seeds in a cornfield, but we don't allow watermelon seeds in a cornfield.
And I think that all roots just back to a broken system. I think because it takes so long, or because it's more appealing to come illegally because you can skip that process and actually start a life for your family. It's always been illegal but encouraged, because at the end of the day, they're very helpful to our economy. Like when we have immigrants, if all of them left, if just all of them decided like we're going to leave all of them, it would be devastating.
I agree.
And sorry, I meant illegal immigrants. If they all left, it'd be devastating.
Yeah, I agree.
And so like,
if it happened all immediately one day, then it would be devastating. But one of the issues we have right now is that we become so reliant and dependent on these illegal immigrant workers. And I think our employers are one of the biggest issues because we've allowed that to happen.
Yeah, and then they will, because they're here illegally and they know that they'll pay them less, so then it drives down wages. So yeah, I think it's
detrimental to the American worker to hire illegal immigrants at a massive rate like that.
Yeah. So that would be kind of at the root of that problem would be employers and putting guidelines on how that works. I'm just sorry. I still have to get going.
No, you're good. We've had probably like at least 30 plus minutes.
It's been a good conversation, though.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Anyway, I mean, I'll be seeing you again, but I think that just shows kind of where I'm at, and hopefully more people here. Like I've talked to a lot of people here who agree with that, and I think if we all got together and we're working on it, because like we can all agree that right now the people in the White House, they're not really hearing us and they don't see us as their people, you know? I think we can kind of agree that a majority of that. And I think if we all actually got together and worked on these issues, we could solve them and do amazing things. Because right now we're all standing around fighting for this one problem. We could instead
That's another good point.
Yeah, we could all work on it. Like right now all we're doing is standing and watching it go down, and I feel like that's a big I feel like that's kind of America right now. Is we stand and we shout and we hold our flags, but we need to actually work on things, and we need to actually fix these systems and then root out the problems, and then it would be amazing. America could be amazing.
I agree with you. I think we might have different perspectives on how to accomplish that or what the end goal is. But I would agree with you, and I value our time. I think the conversation was very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to head out, but I'll see you again. What was your name?
My name's Jake.
Jake? Jake or Jay?
Jake.
I'm Ben. What was your name?
Sean.
Nice to meet you again. We'll see you.
Good conversation, guys. That kid was smart to be 17. You might not agree with everything, but that kid is 17 years old. That was impressive.
No accountability at Broadview.
Both of them was impressive. And just to be able to talk and not holler and scream and let each other talk, that was impressive.
Accountability at Broadview. No accountability, no accountability, no accountability.
The other band was better. Yeah, this music right here, I ain't really feeling it. The
Y'all want me to interview the lady with the ICE sign, ask how she feel about what happened to her. Let me go see what she think about what they was doing to her.
All right, I believe this is last call for open mic, so if any of you have anything that you would like to say, anything
how you feel about them doing that to you?
Speak out to the protest.
It is what it is.
Chance.
They said your sign was hate speech.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No.
Was they hitting you?
No. I
Like
mean,
bumping?
running into me, but that's to be given. If somebody would have hit me, you would have definitely.
Oh my God. And they said they was praying for you?
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
Fine.
Fine.
I was even fine with it when the lady was doing that with her thing that had the smoke coming out. Remember weeks ago or whatever?
Oh, like a little sage thing
Yeah,
or the thing
yeah.
you can shake like that? I mean, so you think they just think you evil because you support ICE? Have any of them ever tried to talk to you or have a regular conversation with you?
Yeah, every once in a while you'll get it. Hit or
How
miss.
that went?
Pretty good. They're very respectful of my
that we
views.
should not be calling it the Broadview ICE facility.
You see more of those kind of people out
However,
now
actions
than what you see at night usually.
Yeah.
people actually believing that.
And those was church people, right? Following you around like that, chasing you like that? How you feel about that? Active church people who claim they're here in the name of the Lord, but doing something like that for you over your political beliefs.
Yeah, it's kind of bigotry or being a bigot of them, racist of them, but whatever, can't change their mind. So.
Yeah. Was you scared any? What you thought they were gonna do anything to you? Was you having fun?
A little bit.
But also economic pressure to end the Broadview
It's more
ICE
fun to
facility,
stand here in
which is a
peace,
very
though.
clear
Oh,
support.
yeah.
I mean, I like to just stand here. That's why I'm usually in the corner.
Yeah, that's what they
But,
said.
you
You
know.
was in the corner, so I heard some protesters saying you asked for it by coming out the corner and coming over here where everybody else is at.
Right.
You agree with that, or you feel like you should be able to go where you want to, like everybody
I should be able
else?
to go wherever I want to,
I
just
just
like
wanted
everybody
to
else.
share
And I don't walk up to
something,
people and
that I
start cussing
read
at
that was
them
said
or
last
getting in
week.
their face or doing any of that kind of
I
stuff. I
believe
just
to
kind of,
Reverend Matt.
stand and I try to
Yeah, I ain't
avoid
never
them.
saw you bother nobody. I always see you get bothered.
Which was, no one wants to
Do it
hear
ever
you
make you
talk.
want to not come?
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Which I believe
Makes me want to come
is
more actually, but I
the
can't during
only
the week.
honest
You know, I'm
thing
busy
any of the
work and
police
homeschool
out
and
here
stuff,
have said to anyone.
Well, if that's really what you believe in, keep standing
on
up for
this
what you
side of
believe
the
in, okay?
barricade.
Definitely will.
All right, God bless
Because
you.
they're not here for our protection, and they're not here. They're too busy taking photos in their Green Beret cosplay over there to actually care about what's going on inside that facility. If they actually cared, they would have done something by now. They're not here to protect us. They're here to prevent a scene, because that would be embarrassing to the village of Broadview. It's embarrassing for them to make the news and for everyone to know that there's basically a concentration camp in the village of Broadview. And that's the real reason these barricades are here. And that's the real reason there are like 6 different police agencies just standing around instead of doing anything about an actual crime.
Good use of tax dollars.
Nice work to life that you show Jake love. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Please click the like, motherfucker. Thank y'all. They got y'all favorite person guy over there. Y'all see him?
Unless there's anyone else, I believe that does conclude the amplified portion of today's protest. But as always, please keep coming out. Please keep showing up. Get involved in your neighborhoods. We outnumber them. It only takes a good number of people doing a little bit, and we can beat them. They might be coming back in the spring, but we will be ready. And some of them will still be here, and we are still ready to fight them. Please keep showing up and showing up and showing out. Thank you to the American Baptists for what they provided here today, and we hope to see you all soon. Thank you.
Let me go see these.
He got any of these signs. What y'all talking about? Y'all saw me on Fox like they live and y'all saw me. That's y'all saying? Is that a threat? You know what he mean. And my chat said thanks for your service.
Thank you for the support.
He said thanks for y'all support. We saw these signs, right? Sounded like a threat. What, the will keep on fighting them? I don't think it was a threat. I mean, the guy passed it. 11 great days of this.
Those are old ones. You only got
These
pictures
old
of
ones?
them.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, this is my favorite one. Coalition of
I think
unhinged
I
Nazi
might have
traitors,
saw it.
gangs, cunts.
Oh my God. You couldn't wait to get back, could you, guys?
Well, I didn't make any new ones because I ran out of cardboard. So,
Oh, you
oh,
ain't
and
make
don't
no-
forget there's stuff on the other side too. I always have double-sided ones.
You just get more and more profanity.
Unfortunately, that's like a lot of times when you get the attention.
My chat said it's Guy. Oh no. He back, y'all. Well, we saw that wing on. I think we saw these. There's probably certain people in here who ain't seen them, but I ain't gonna show the Charlie Kirk one, guys. Oh wow, there's Charlie in this one. Asked him if he looked up to Jennifer Prisker. We already asked him about Jennifer Prisker and he ain't know who it was. Somehow his mind, all this shit makes sense. And one thing I can say about Guy, he believe all that shit, so. I don't think he's just trying to be mean or an asshole or shit like that. He believe that shit. Well, I think he's trying to be mean, so I take that back. And an asshole, but he do believe it at the same time. Here go Terry Newsome. Y'all know this guy right here? Big time MAGA. Every time my camera touch you, man, you ain't got to start recording me, man.
Hey,
y'all know this guy?
It's my friend.
No, you and Ben a little too extreme for me, man.
No, not on the old man.
Not when you with Ben. Why are we having a standoff? Why you recording me?
Why you recording me?
I'm recording everything.
So
you don't
am
start
I.
recording till I come
So
up.
am I.
Let me see.
Huh?
Let me see.
I've been recording everything.
Turn the phone around. Let me see. I bet it's on like 20 seconds.
This here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
just
Terry
when I saw
Newsome,
you walk
y'all.
up. When I saw
Terry
you
Newsome?
Yes, sorry. When I saw you walking up, I'm like,
Yeah, you start recording. Yeah, I
no,
know
but
it.
I've been recording all this stuff.
Y'all
So
don't know
last
him?
time when we had our confrontation, you thought I was hitting a woman and stuff, and that wasn't
A
true.
woman told me you hit her.
Yeah, no, she put that. I would never hit a woman. Well, if
I
a woman
hope not.
if a woman hit me, I would hit her back.
I wouldn't hit a woman back if she
I would.
hit me.
I would, but she was putting that fucking siren in my ear.
Uh-huh.
And I grabbed her siren when she wouldn't stop. I asked her like 5 times, don't put that in my ear. I got tinnitus. And she grabbed my sign, she threw it over, that's where you came up, she threw it over there. I go between those concrete things, get my sign, she put the fucking thing up to my ear again. And so I grabbed the horn, not her.
Yeah.
So I didn't, I don't get
I know.
violent
She
here.
just told me you hit her. I just tried to
No,
take off
I
the
would,
window.
there's no way I would hit a woman.
Well, that's good
Unless
to
she
know.
fucking attacked me.
Why you ain't just tell me that day?
Because you didn't give me a chance.
Yes, I did. Y'all was talking big shit.
No.
It ain't like you different when Ben ain't with you.
Yeah, well, I live here, Ben don't.
Oh, you live
Ben's in-
here.
yeah, Ben's
oh,
in,
man, should have took more
I-
control if you live here.
Ben's
you know,
in
Ben
in
is
Charlotte right now.
Ben is extreme, far right.
He's a good guy.
I ain't saying he ain't no good guy when it comes to politics. He extreme.
God, I was a Democrat.
What are you now?
Italian. Well, I'm only a Republican because they're the lesser of two evils. I think they're pussies. The
I mean, it's your
whoever's
right
watching
if you
this,
want to be a
the
Republican or
Republicans are
Democrat. It's
pussies.
a shitload of Republicans on here. 95% of the people on here are Republicans.
No, out here? Or out
In
here?
this chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm Italian.
I'm not a Democrat or a Republican.
Well, I'm only a Republican because they're the lesser of two evils. I think they suck.
Yeah.
And I was raised a Democrat. My dad worked for the city of Chicago. My uncle was the president of the gas union, People's Gas. I was in 2 unions with all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, putting porn and drag queens and my twin schools.
Yeah, I don't agree with none of that
Picture,
shit. I don't like none of that.
I started I've never been involved in politics back when I was raised a Democrat. Until 4 years ago when I found that book Genderqueer, where they got a chick wearing a strap-on dildo and a boy on his knees with an earring sucking her dildo. Swear to God, it's in my
What
kids.
the book called?
Genderqueer. Look it up.
Genderqueer. Yeah, I will look that up.
That's why I got involved. Then I got all the leftist Antifa threatening to shoot me.
Yeah,
that's why I'm a little more.
I got a problem with that too.
I'm a little more. You know, what I mean, that's
why
you
put you to the right.
Yeah, even the feds came to my house because they saw they were shutting my stuff down, threatening to shoot the venues up. They saw it. They came. I thought I was getting arrested for being at January 6th.
Oh, you were at January 6th?
Peacefully. I was with a Cook County sheriff who just retired. And so I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like.
But they was actually coming from threats towards you.
Yeah, but this was 2 years ago. But they go, by the way, we know you're at January 6th. I'm like, oh, those fuckers tricked me. They're fucking trying to arrest me.
Yeah.
And
were you pardoned or you never were?
I didn't go. I left before people went in. That's the bullshit.
Okay, so you never entered.
I didn't. I was with a guy that retired as a cop. I never hit anyone. I never. I like you.
You say you were a retired cop?
My friend. No, my
friend.
friend.
Oh, your friend. You was with a retired cop. Okay.
But just I walked around like you. I was like, holy fuck. I had no intention about the going to the Capitol. I didn't even know. Then it happened, and all the people you just see what happens here when people get caught up, right?
Yeah.
But this was a massive scale, and I'm standing there like, what the fuck? I told my buddy, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling good, thank God, or I would have been in jail.
Yeah. Good
and
you ain't go in.
I go, let's go. And we left right when they were fighting at the last line of police officers. And when we got back to the hotel, I'm sitting down watching the news. I'm like, holy fuck, they got inside.
Yeah,
so
for
I
real.
left before, but those Antifa guys saw them. They said I went in. They said I didn't. I mean,
so
I
Antifa was out there on?
Oh, they were dressed. I got video of them dressed
Black
up
bloc?
and shit. No. They're dressed up normal like Trumpers.
Oh, so they were blending in.
Well, I'm glad we're talking.
Oh yeah, I'm different from how I was when you met me then.
Yeah, no.
They said, what's your YouTube channel?
At Behind Enemy Lines, or on X at Terry Newsome 357.
Y'all heard him?
Hey. Huh?
Behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
Behind Enemy Lines. Why you went with that name?
Because it's us in Illinois. We're stuck behind enemy lines.
Oh, because
So
Illinois is blue?
Just like the African American community, the Italians all.
Oh, you're
voted
Italian?
Yeah, they always voted the Democrats, the unions, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My union member friends are not Democrats anymore. The union leaders are getting kickbacks, so they're never going to switch.
Yeah.
But
you said Terry Newsome 357?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
So how you feel about Pritzker and Brandon Johnson?
They're fucking the state up, man.
I don't like them.
So I again, with the African American community, I hosted Epoch Times, New York Post, documentary. We went to I'm 64, so I got OG Gangster Disciple buddies. And we took them around the South Side, Hyde Park, that hotel that they had, And these people gotta understand, man. It's like they're taking from your community more than anybody's.
I agree. I mean, I met Chicago Flip Red, and Danielle broke that down.
Oh yeah, I know Danielle. They've been on my show. They've been on my podcast.
Yeah. I actually interviewed them as well, and she explained a lot of that to me about the Democrats and what's going on in the black community and how they holding us back. And I agree with almost everything she was saying. It made perfect sense.
So I got inside some of those Venezuelan shelters when they had them here. You know, because I dressed up. They thought I was Spanish.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I get in there, and they got 5 guards, and and they figure out I couldn't speak Spanish. They kicked me out.
Wow, they kicked you out?
They kicked me out. But I saw they had a metal detector and wands in these hotels, like the Inn of Chicago, the Standard Club, all these centers, right? So I got into another one, the Holiday Inn, and I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute. They tell us that they commit less crimes than us, right?
Yeah.
Illegal immigrants do more crimes. So when I saw them going through metal detectors and wanding them, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why are they doing this to have you been to a hotel where you got to go through a metal detector?
No, never.
So I started running Freedom of Information FOIAs.
Yeah, I know what it is.
If you guys look up my name at Gateway Pundit, you'll see them. I got at Standard Club 700 Chicago police incident reports in 16 months. So 700 times they were called.
Yeah.
500 times the fire department was called. That takes away from all our community people, and that was one of 27 shelters. So that's one of the reasons I'm out here. People don't understand is that our tax dollars go towards that stuff, and then it takes the police and the fire department off the streets of the people they're supposed to protect.
That's a good point.
My grandparents came from Italy legally.
Uh-huh.
Half Italian. I had one grandma speaking Italian, one speaking Polish. Remember you said I didn't know about what you did when you were younger and stuff?
Yeah.
I got in trouble big time when I was younger. Big time.
Okay.
With the Italians.
All right.
Here's my little joke. The Italian side, when I was in my early 20s, got me involved in crime.
Uh-huh.
The Polish side kept getting me caught, so I quit and I got another job.
Yeah, okay.
You get the joke? The
Yeah.
Polacks?
Yeah.
And so I have a past as well. And I think that's part of why
It's way better talking to you like this than hollering and screaming, I'll tell you that.
Oh, no, I'm glad. I thought you were at the Antifa guys. Too.
Yeah, that's what everybody thought. I ain't that person no more, and I'm actually ain't that person no more. Why? Because I met some Republicans and just had a civilized conversation. That's why I be out here now
I'm glad, because every
trying to
time I
get
see
other
him, there's
people
that
to have
fucker
civilized
again.
conversation.
So I'm glad I saw you.
Yeah, I mean,
Let me
that's
give
the
you my
first
card.
time wasn't that good, but I'm glad we could just
You know what
talk
I'll do?
now.
I'll have you on the show sometime. Serious.
Yeah. I need you to, they want your channel one more time because they want to support you. Your, YouTube and everything.
Cards are getting wrinkled here.
Is the YouTube on here? No.
It's behind enemy.
But it's behind enemy lines,
Yeah,
right?
just-
So
if
it's
you
on
get-
here.
it's on
Yeah. I
Rumble,
say
too.
podcast host behind enemy lines, yeah, and then the X right there. So there you go right there, guys. Terry Newsome. The card kind of been, but Newsome.
That's Abraham Lincoln dressed up in fatigues.
What's the point in that? I mean, what's the message in that?
He's here helping us. He came back. He's dressed up. He's in fatigues helping us.
They say they think you cool. I just sub to him, sub. So they sub to
Yeah,
your
so
channel.
I'll get you on the show, man. I'm glad we had a civil
All
talk.
right.
Hey.
Thanks, Terry.
What's up? Good to see you. On the friendly face.
Yeah.
I told him y'all subscribe. He said thanks. Say you're gonna get me on the show. Who else we can talk
I've seen all
to?
this stuff on the news about like, I'm on.
Jake out here networking, yeah. Trying to be a good person, give everybody a chance to say their piece. I mean, when me and Terry first met, I was hollering and screaming at him. It was just like when I met Cam. It was the same thing. So I met him before Cam. And so it didn't go well, but I'm glad we were just able to talk like regular people. Turns out he ain't nothing what I thought he was either. Yeah, not a positive experience like Cam, yeah. Putting on music and stuff. I gotta walk away from them, keep networking, build your company, good choice. Just yeah, y'all also up to Terry. Saying like Terry out here doing good things. I ain't even had no idea he was from Chicago like me. I ain't had no idea he was Italian. That just show you how much we ain't even talk. We just screamed and hollered at each other, and it just wasn't productive. Thought he was a bad guy, and I don't feel like that anymore. Let's go see what these people are talking about.
Big supporter of them. Is the guild that's working on your case, or?
Yeah, because he probably thought I was going to be that same, mean guy.
Taken by the People's Law Office. My lawyers are Brad and Taylor at the People's Law Office, Brad Thompson, and I immediately called the NLG and they connected me. So very grateful that the NLG exists and is helping all of us out here protesting to protect our right to protest. You know, they're trying to, this administration is trying to manufacture our silent consent by criminalizing dissent. And we are not going to stand for it. We're going to show them we're not afraid. We know what our rights are. We're allowed to protest. We're allowed to speak up against things that we think are horrendous and inhumane and cruel.
And just for the record, I met Brad in court this morning defending someone out in Maywood. I've known Brad for literally decades. He's a great guy. People's Law Office is a stalwart part of the National Lawyers Guild Chicago chapter, so you're in good hands. Thank you so much for talking with us, Jocelyn. Any final words you'd like to say?
I just want to say one other thing that comes to mind with this, as I know that this court case will continue to gather attention, is that, again, they're trying to use this as a distraction. They're trying to get us to talk about, oh, what happened on that day, and like, but we're protesting as we always do, speaking up for our rights. We're allowed to do that, and we need to keep the focus on the issue at hand. We can't let them distract us with their political theater. We need to keep the focus on what they're doing to our neighbors that they're detaining, how they're snatching people off the street, how they're creating an atmosphere of terror in our cities that we need to fight back with care and safety and love for each other. And I also want to point out the due process that those 6 of us who are here are being given, and how we're seeing all of this trial going on and things, or well, it may go to trial, we'll see. But so many people that this is happening to are getting no trial, no due process, nothing. They're just being taken, they're being intimidated into signing self-deportation papers. Like, this is an incredibly unlawful, inhumane, cruel thing that's going on, and we all need to remember what's at the core of why we're even out here protesting.
Thank you, Jocelyn. As scary as felony charges are and so forth, it's so noble of you to be centering the people who are really on the front lines of this. Our neighbors who are being abducted, they don't even get a phone call, they don't even get toiletries, they don't get adequate food, they don't get clean water. And so thank you for centering them, because they truly are at the center of this. But I will say also, fantastic singing group. Tell us the name and how they can get in touch.
Yeah, Songs for Liberation is our group. We have an Instagram.
Songs for Liberation, number 4.
Yes, Songs for Liberation is 4, and we're just going to be out here. We're going to keep singing, and we're going to keep singing for what we believe in.
That's right. You got a lot of fans, including me. Thank you so much.
We love you.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh, I was going to talk to you off camera, but that's all right.
Oh yeah, it's a live stream.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, I'll talk to you. You want? I can give you my number. You want my number?
Yeah, or you got my card.
Oh yeah, so I'll text you.
Yeah, because I want to get you on the show.
All right, I'm gonna text you. Remember, I'm Jake.
I'll show our first meeting.
That'd be cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
So
then
show the
we-
first interaction,
and-
then
and
start the
we
show.
didn't get it. You know, because I was over there and you're yelling at me, remember?
Yeah.
Right?
I remember all of it. I
I'm
still
like,
got the
fuck
video
that.
too.
I'm like, you know. and
Yeah.
then, So now you know I'm 64. I got 2 cancers.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
But when I'm knocking on wood, I'm still around. You know, stage 4 prostate, stage 3 melanoma.
Yeah,
my
you
old
look
fucking
healthy,
nasty
though.
ass is still alive. And
Oh my God.
when you talked about your background, I went to state and federal prison. We'll talk about that.
All right, we'll talk about it. I'm gonna text you
Fucking
your
old
phone.
Dagos recruited a young 20-year-old, and I got caught up in some stupid shit.
I'll be
That's what I was
interested to hear
telling
that.
you when you were talking about, you don't know my background. I said,
Yeah.
you don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
It's like,
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
I remember I'm Jake. I'm gonna text you. All right, thanks, Terry. Yeah, he seemed pretty chill. Just got off on the wrong foot. I ain't that person no more though. And I'm gonna go on the show. And I will have my camera and stuff there. I don't know how he'll want to do that far as it gonna be live, but do not point at me. You see these people coming up in this black block with this helmet on and all this shit. She pointing at me, the short one with this helmet on. This be these people problem. Then what I be talking about numbers, I'm gonna try to remember what you told me, but they already starred. What are you pointing at me for? Minding my business. How you doing?
I was actually just putting my hand on.
Thank you. Come right up, pointing at me. I ain't gonna bother him though. I'm gonna just keep on doing what I'm doing. I ain't gonna say nothing to him or nothing. She definitely came right up and pointed at me though till she saw me looking. She started pointing. Yeah, they want to trigger you. I ain't gonna react. I'm gonna remember what you told me. My phone fell. It got so much mud on it, y'all. Trying to go up my book bag and get the charge, and then when the phone fell, that one in the helmet looked like a little. Oh my God. That's a grown up. Oh, I think it's a grown up. Let's see. Someone posted his YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is Behind Enemy Lines. Behind Enemy Lines. Let me see what I did with the card. What I do with the card? All right, hold on. There you go, right there. See that podcast host? Behind Enemy Lines. That's all Terry information right there. Y'all want to send him messages on X, you want to follow him on X, you want to watch his podcast, or just tell him you think he's cool or whatever. That's it right there. What's going on, y'all? That's just his business phone number, so it ain't like his number getting put up there. I mean, I wouldn't expect none of y'all to like call him and troll him. I mean, he giving the card out, so I'm pretty sure it's not the main number.
Don't say that.
I put it on camera right in his face. He ain't say nothing. Lou, that's you with a different picture and stuff. What's up, my boy? I ain't even noticed you. He's not getting doxxed, guys. This is his business card. I'm not doxing him. I put it on camera right in his face. He ain't say nothing. This is the business card. And I'm pretty sure it's not the main phone number that his kids is calling. This is the business number. And if I'm showing y'all, he'll be fine. Terry a rough dude. He ain't worried about nobody. Man, he wasn't even worried about me. I gotta tell the truth. Even though at that time he probably should have been, but he wasn't. Jen, thanks for the $5. It's the one with the USA at the end. Behind Enemy Lines USA. Y'all see that? Thank you for that, Jen. For the $5 and for helping everybody find the channel. It's okay. Yeah, Jake on Tim Pool podcast would be really good, I think. I'm willing to have the conversation with any and everybody because that's what we need to do. That's the message we trying to send. And as y'all see, anytime on this channel we get two people to do it or two people who want to do it and know how to do it, it'd be beautiful conversations. It'd be something we all can learn from no matter what our beliefs. Like the 17-year-old boy and the Army veteran, that was a great conversation. And it's just because they're respecting each other. You don't have to agree with both of them. You can only agree with one of them, but you're still willing to listen because it's respectful dialogue. So that's what we out here pushing for. I wish I was proud of you. I said I was proud of you. Don't you miss it? Oh, thank you, Numbers. Yeah, I miss it. You can't find the X account? Let's look one more time. Let's see. So the X account is Terry Newsome. It's Terry Newsome 357 with a capital T and a capital N. Capital T and Terry, capital N and Newsome, and it's all together. Terry Newsome 357 on X. I'm not letting you miss the good anymore. Thanks, Numbers. So it's Terry, Terry Newsome, Newsome 357. All together, no spaces on X. So y'all go follow Terry. Let's go over here and see what this interview about.
Yes, my name's Brad Thompson. Like you said, I'm a national lawyer, volunteer attorney. I've been organizing with a large number of attorneys, legal workers, law students at National Lawyers Guild for the last several months since this sort of federal invasion we've been dealing with, providing a variety of legal support to the people who are out here resisting against the ICE attacks on our community. And there's several different civil suits that have been brought seeking injunctive relief, meaning that these are lawsuits that have requested that the courts come in, intervene, and tell the federal authorities that what they're doing is unlawful and to stop doing it. One of those was brought by clergy, press, other individuals that started outside this facility and the sort of federal actions of the extreme examples of unlawful violence that we saw from the CBP and ICE agents here. And that extended also to the types of unlawful actions that were happening in neighborhoods throughout the Chicagoland area. So seeing people throwing tear gas canisters out of unmarked federal vehicles into communities, into neighborhoods, the sort of pepper balls that we saw fired at people, hitting clergy in the face, hitting press members, etc., as well as people who are out here seeking to support their neighbors and loved ones who are locked up inside. That's one of the suits, and there's been a lot of powerful language and decisions coming out of the court, District Court Judge Ellis on that case, that has been demanding that the federal authorities and those that they're in concert with are not able to engage in these types of unconstitutional actions. The other sorts of suits that we've seen is, as you mentioned, the conditions inside Broadview, bringing on behalf of the people who have been snatched up out of their homes, out of their workplaces, on the streets, brought here and held in horrific squalor, terrible conditions. And there's been, again, really strong, powerful decisions from the court on the sort of deplorable conditions that people have been subjected to, and this sort of complete assault on human rights that's been taking place here at this facility behind us, that these state police and Cook County Sheriff's officers are protecting right now.
Yeah, and it should be noted, just yesterday, the feds admitted that accidentally erased 2 weeks worth of internal videotape evidence from the ICE abduction center. What do you say about that failure to protect that evidence?
Yeah, that should be something that the government's doing anyways, maintaining whatever they're doing, keeping documentation, keeping those
That's this dude with this big ass speaker, y'all. He definitely finna play this speaker the whole time. I don't know what we gonna do. It's this dude in this little jacket down there, bro. He finna play that speaker the whole time. He do this every day. Whether somebody out here not clearly drunk. Oh my God, that's why I be ready to, oh my Jesus. Then they told him, like, don't do that, cause dude doing the interview, he said, I don't care. Look at him right there in that brown leather jacket right there with that hat on. Got this big ass speaker, bro. Playing the weirdest shit you can imagine.
But any attorney knows that when you're engaged in litigation, if you have evidence related to that litigation, you have...
I don't know about that dude, y'all. We gonna have 50 damn copyrights on one string. That's why I be ready to get down on. And then he have it on whether it's people up here or not. When I was up here yesterday, just 2 people. He gonna sit right there at 6 o'clock with the speaker on, playing horrible music, bro. He gonna mess my stream up. I know, accidentally spilled a drink. I know, man. I should just kick them, bro. Can y'all hear it? You can hear it when I'm right here? That's what I mean, people like this. Like, how do you think you helping? How do you think, like, what do you think you doing? Like, you coming out here for your own selfish ass reasons or your own attention grab. You ain't like, how is that helping? Can y'all hear that speaker? I know, tripped over and fell and knocked it down. I should try something like that. These people are crazy, man. That's what I be talking about. We could hear a beat. It's only a beat. It's not no words on it. It's just a beat. I wonder would it even be a problem? That's all it is that beat you hear. If this Bluetooth try to override this music. Like how? By doing what? How you doing? Thank you. No, this next Friday. know what's wrong with this dude, bro. They talking about no churches and no preaching. They need to just say no music, like no speakers, no radios, all this goofy shit. Peace picnic. Yeah, I mean, as far as them people, it probably do be a peace picnic, but you know, them people ain't really like the rest of the people who be here. I ain't finna smoke a black and mild and try to wait this stupid dude out, talk to y'all for a minute. Give me a second. I don't know what be to some of these people, like, you not helping. Like, I don't know what you think that's doing. Like, and we was on our way to a great stream. I mean, it been going well. It been actually ain't even been a lot of screaming and insults, but we'll see how that go with the church leaving. But god damn, what do he think he doing? He just want to sit there drunk so people can look at him and like, you ain't doing shit to help. That's what I be saying about most of these people got a problem with what I'm doing. I'm doing way more to help than y'all. Cause you just sitting there playing a big ass speaker ain't helping nobody. Nah, we ain't got no snow yet. We ain't got no snow for the next 10 days. I know we big bad Chicago when it comes to being cold and everything. Don't speak that snow up on us, y'all. What up, gang? Tell them you are recording in the case. I told them that. They know that. Cause soon as something happened to them, they messaged me and asked me for the clip. Like when the mayor was saying they tried to storm the Capitol and all that, they messaged me and asked me for the video, and I sent it to them. What's going on? We got rain coming later this week. You should ask them how it's playing raging music, activism, or peacefully protest. Tell him to move around so people can hear. But not, I know I could tell them that. I want to tell them that, but I can't make them do that. So, you know. As soon as he walked up, they asked him to cut the radio down because the man was doing the interview. He said no. So what? No, I ain't got a chance to research. That's Paul Pelosi. You talking about Nancy Pelosi's husband? Because I did research that. We watched the video in the Discord. I mean, I saw it. I mean, they saying why he opened the door. They saying why he standing there with dude, why he had underwear on. I don't believe none of that. They be saying, I just believe dude broke in there. The man probably was asleep in his underwear. You in your house, you know what I'm saying? Dude way bigger than him, so all he could do is hold a hammer. I believe that he like used Alexa or something and asked Alexa to call the police. The police can't open the door. Dude was definitely way bigger than him. He knew this was gonna be his last chance to do what he came there to do. And he snatched the hammer away from the man and assaulted him. The police report said the window was broken, so they talking about that's the man, gay lover. Like, what are we doing? The video don't prove none of that. The video don't even make nobody think that it's just besides somebody who don't give a damn what happened to the man. Like, oh, he was in there with his gay lover and got caught. Like, come on, I don't know, man. Can we at least all agree that it's horrible to get beat with a hammer? Disagree on that. What you mean, oh, you still deep? I hate when I give my opinion on something, y'all say some shit like that. It really bothers me. I really don't like it. I don't know. I would have to see it for myself to see what I think. Paul had a drink in his hand. He was not surprised by it in truth. When the video come in, when the video come on that I saw, they just standing there with the hammer. He's standing there, he holding the hammer, he holding the hammer so he don't hit him with it, then he opened the door for the police. I didn't see no drink, man. I ain't see all that. I'm bitching about the same things you did. Man, how I'm bitching about it because I said he played music, he gonna mess up the stream. If I was bitching about it, I'd go over there and cut his shit off. That's when you would know I ain't changed. I'd go over there and break that shit, but I ain't like that no more. I know, I wish I had a signal jam. And you ain't never seen me playing no music. You saw me blowing a whistle. You ain't never saw me playing no music. I mean, if somebody was trying to hit me with a hammer, I'd hold a damn hammer too. Shit. My business. I don't even thinking about these police.
Are you talking about the video of the cops showing up to the house and the two dudes answered the door, both holding the hammer, smiling? Yeah, Tony Cooper, yeah. I don't know if I saw smiles either, but yeah. Thank you, C Pumps. Not like that no more because you seen dollar signs. You finna go and get up out of here, man. I never saw your name before anyway, and here you come, Troy. I'm gonna give you a little 10-minute time out. I'm gonna give you a chance to get yourself together and just come back and say what you want to say in a better way. Like, ain't nobody got time for all that. Ain't gonna take that 10 minutes and think about what you did. I don't have to do this for money. Like, if I really wanted to make money, if y'all really want to know, if I would have kept doing what I was doing, like being rude and talk about the police and all that type of stuff, I'll make way more money. I got 16,000 followers on Instagram, bro. Only got just under 4,000 on here. So I really gave up making more money to do what was right, bro. So besides what my supporters send me and my followers send me, that's really why I see a decent amount of money off YouTube. But without what my supporters send me and what my subscribers send me, I probably done made $300 doing this. I'm out here every day for hours and hours and hours and hours. The only how I make money is through my supporters. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about, but I kept making them funny videos and them disrespectful videos. I was blowing up at a way faster rate because people love negativity. I was going up way faster. So imagine being on a platform that got just under 4,000 subscribers and not being on a platform that got 16,000 if I was doing this for money. You don't know shit about me, you probably just jealous. And that's a you problem. I don't care what you think about me, bro. People just be jealous. Like the same question I ask all of them, what are you doing? You ain't doing nothing. You ain't trying to help nothing. You ain't trying to change nothing. You sitting up hating on me. I'd be so much more famous if I kept doing that. It's police out here every day. Nothing stopping me from doing that but me. And wanting to do the right thing. That's it. I love y'all. It's time to be a new one every day now, y'all. Goddamn. And that'll be easier for me to do. Let's be real. I can come out here, holler and scream, crack my jokes, and pack my shit up and leave. I wouldn't have to stay out here all day if I was doing that. All they ever bring up is dollar signs. That's how you know they jealous. That's how you know they jealous. Go get you some dollars. Go find out what you good at. Go find out how you can help. Instead of judging other people all day who you don't know. You don't know me. If you want to talk to Jake, I'm out here every day on camera. I ain't hard to find. Come talk to me. Come tell me in my face. I'm out here every day. I love y'all too. I know who really love me, and the majority of the people in here love me. 98% of the people who be in here love me. It's just them random, just whatever. And I still only gave them 10 minutes. I know a lot of people tell me I need to do the stand-up. Yeah, I mean, that's what I felt like I was here to do my whole life, to be a comedian. I wanted to hear what that lawyer was gonna have to say. This man that came up with this music. Yeah, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing something right. Exactly. We not gonna do nothing with this dude out here, bro. Do y'all hear that music? Y'all hear it? I think that's everybody's favorite stuff. I know I'm funny. How you doing? Thank you. Hey, I was walking up here today and I had two Broadview city workers drive up on me. They was like, you going to work? I'm like, yeah. We started laughing. I'm like, hold on. They like, you going to work? I'm like, yeah. They like, we watch your stream every day. Keep doing what you doing. We enjoy watching you. You a funny dude. All this stuff. I'm like, damn. I don't know if I can turn the background noise off. I mean, I can put my headphones on where it got noise cancellation. I mean, my mic. Let me try that. It's 50 degrees. It ain't cold. You made that? You sent me that joke? I know that. I know somebody said that, but I ain't saying it's 50 is cold. It's Chicago. No, it's not 50. It's hot. No, it's 80 degrees. You don't hear the music when I cut the mic on. The thing is, when I'm charging the phone, I can't have the mic on because they both got to be plugged into the same port. So I need to get one of them things or put it on my Amazon wish list or something where I can plug it in the phone and I can have two things plugged up at once. So that's what I need to get. Did anybody try to buy them freedom shirts off Amazon? Cause I like changed the company they coming for, and the only way I'm asking that cause somebody tried to buy the freedom shirts before, and it said, we can't ship them to where you at." Dang, now all we have to listen to is Jake. Tap your screen, it should be that background. No, I ain't made no Christmas list. I be trying not to put too much stuff on that it ain't gonna like keep me warm or gonna directly contribute to what I'm doing, but I can. I gotta find out how to make merch, y'all. When you're gonna write a book, that's a good idea. So you tried to ban recently since I changed the company they with? Thank you, I appreciate that, Phoenix. I don't know. And then they were saying like for the stuff that's higher, like say that iPhone that's on there, somebody was telling me you could like donate towards it. But I don't know. I ain't never did nothing like that. I never had an Amazon wish list. So I don't know. But somebody was telling me like that one person ain't got to flat out buy it. You could just put money towards it or something like that. So I had to buy them on Sunday. I changed it since you bought the gas mask. And I got that gas mask, but I just haven't went and got it yet because I was trying to wait till maybe most stuff gets sent for unboxing. But eventually I'm just going to have to go get the gas mask and we're just going to do an unboxing on gas mask and the cash apps and PayPals that I didn't got since the last one. But I was trying to wait till more stuff gets sent. How did you feel buying a gas mask? I mean, gas mask was $120, so thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for caring about me enough and the danger that could happen. I had to buy that for me. Okay, go check on the animals. Thank you for watching. Hope all is well with the animals. I know everybody was telling me like when ain't nothing going on out here, just do reaction videos and stuff like that. But I don't be wanting to get strike. So maybe I'll do it to like cam videos of people I got relationships with, or like Terry videos now and stuff like that. Thanks for the $10 super chat, Jay Combs. Keep on trucking, Jake. I will. You know, ain't nobody gonna deter the mission. I mean, if we got copyrighted, it'll suck, but we know how to get the songs off. Miss Boss been getting all the songs off the videos to the point now every single video is monetized. She went in there day after day. You only could do one song at a time, and she got the music took off every single stream. So shout out to Miss Boss. I just don't know how much more dialogue or conversations or interviews we're gonna be able to get with this dude out here. And I know he stay out here the whole time and play this music the whole time.
do it off other YouTube vids that are public. So they can't strike my channel for doing it. Well, I even could do reaction videos to what's going on in Chicago, like somebody said, like with the lady and her kids at the school, or with the lady getting set on fire on the train and stuff like that. No, I ain't talked to him, but when other people tried to talk to him, I just think it's a reaction. I'm trying to work on myself and how I react to people who react to me in a negative way, so I'm just staying away from them and just try to work on that before I start approaching people who I know are going to turn into that. Because I don't want to act the wrong way anymore. I don't want to holler and cuss and scream. Glad to see your channel growing. Thank you so much. It's all because of y'all. Thank you so much. There are plenty of people that will let you use videos if you ask. Yeah, that's a good point too. Maybe I'll just ask. Because through the week, it really don't, there don't be nothing going on out here. No, most people don't even give me a chance like I used to do people. Most people think because most of y'all Republicans is that I'm on one side and all that, but instead of them just supporting me too, and they could be in here to say their piece and or maybe have a peaceful dialogue with y'all in chat, they rather just judge me and say, oh, he doing this for Republicans, he paid by Republicans. You could do plenty of Portland like BC. Yeah, I guess I can. Jake, I was trying to find out what changed your mind. I keep asking it differently. Cam changed my mind. Talking to Republicans changed my mind. Opening my mind up changed my mind. Like, I know a lot of great Republicans, a lot of Republicans who I love and care about, and they showed that they love and care about me. So I'm not just going to be going around and still having that same evil mindset that I had and being that same evil person I was off somebody's political beliefs, because it's about people heart, it's about people character, it's not about people who people voted for. Our Discord is it's coming along well. We getting there, but the Discord is going to be for members. It's a member perk, so if you're a member, then you could join the Discord and things like that. But we still working on it, so I'm gonna do a members only video soon where I'm explaining it all, and I'm gonna put how you could join and what you need to do in the description of the video, so you guys can know how you need to join and things of that nature. So we working on it daily though. Like me or none of my mods ever set up a Discord, so it's probably taking us longer than usual, but we figuring it out and we done made good progress. But it's gonna be for members. And that's all I try to do is keep it real and try not to be biased. And I'm in the middle, so I just want to learn. Like that conversation between the veteran and the 17-year-old, I learned a lot. And that just proves how much you can learn from people with different opinions or different beliefs, just having a civilized conversation, though. Like, that was so cool to see. We will be chopping that up and making that its own video, because that's what we want to get out there. That's what we want to spread. That's what we want people to see. Shit popping over by the school today, people outside. Oh, and then another thing today, y'all. I might go. I want to go. It all depends on how I feel after this. But today they gonna light the Christmas tree downtown Chicago. So they gonna put the tree up and light it tonight. Cam, one of my best friends. Like if you stroll down Cam page and watch the video that Cam made about me and his whole encounter and where we are today, none of this happened without Cam. I'm not here right now talking to you without Cam. I don't have this mindset I have without Cam. I'm like, meeting Cam changed my life, so I wouldn't change nothing about it, even the bad part about it. Like, Cam told me I should do this. Cam helped me build this channel. Cam put this channel on his channel and told people to follow me, and that's one of them great Republicans I'm talking about. So this is all because of Cam. Me, Cam, and God, but Cam initiated all this. Cam is the reason this happened. I'm gonna just put it in the description because I'm still learning myself. Like even when I'm doing stuff in the Discord and all that, the same stuff that I'm gonna put in the description is stuff numbers send it to me, and it's layered out step by step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each step of what you got to do after you do the thing before. So we're gonna make it so easy for you guys. Yeah, camming old Discord calls, joining the Discord and just talking to Republicans and having civilized conversation and just like, oh, these are not bad people. These are just people who believe something different from me. It was an eye opener. It was priceless. So people talk about money. Out of all this that's going on, that's the greatest thing that happened to me, and wasn't no money involved in it. So money didn't change me. Conversation changed me. So that's just the truth. I look at it as God blessing me with money for changing. So that's just me. Thank you. I want to tell my story one day. We actually had plans for when Cam left Dearborn. Cam was going to come here and meet with me, and I was going to do a sit down interview with Cam, and he was going to interview me. So that was the plan. That's why I was telling y'all it was a members only I did, and I was telling my members that me and Cam would be in front of the same camera later this week. But everything that happened with him in Dearborn and getting maced and all that, he just wanted to go home. But I'm gonna tell my whole story on stream from how I came up to the bad things I used to get into, all the way up into meeting Cam, into how I am now, and how grateful I am for meeting Cam and being able to be how I am now. But I want Cam to be involved in that because he deserved to be involved in that because he played a big part in it, and I thank God for Cam. I don't care what nobody think about him. Yeah, I hate what happened to him in Dearborn, but he also showed strength. He also showed, that nothing's gonna deter him from what he want to push and what he believe in and all that type of stuff. So you gotta respect it. What like, how you doing, Past? Like 10, 15 minutes on the bus, 20 minutes top on the bus, rinse his eyes out, get right back out, grab the camera, can barely see, grab a female pair of shades and go to the gas station to get a hat and stream for 5 more hours. My brother is a trooper. Definitely a warrior. And a lot of people like to say Cam a coward because Cam just ain't gonna haul off and start punching people and hurting people. Cam, one of the bravest people I ever met. 5 hours more after being maced. And then that speech he gave at the city hall, awesome. Flat out awesome. When people say bad stuff about Cam, guys, we ain't getting them no energy. Let them think what they want. I don't even say nothing back to them. That's what they want. They say something about Charlie, they gonna get kicked. Say something about anybody who's not here anymore, they gonna get kicked. They say something about Cam, we just gonna ignore them. They want you to say something. They want to feel important. That's why they saying it. Probably don't even believe it. I never met Nick Shirley, but I'd like to. Thank you. Real journalists ask the hard questions. Exactly. That's your job. That's your job. Because we want the truth out there. We want honesty out there. So we're gonna ask the tough questions. Miss Boss sent me a clip of Nick Shirley, and he was just explaining how important it is to get both sides and why it's important to talk to both groups, no matter where you at and what's going on. And it was a 12-second clip, and he hit it on the head. And I like JD Delay. I've been watching more JD Delay. I even watched his reaction yesterday on what happened in Dearborn with Cam. I liked it. I gotta watch more Nick Shirley, but I usually just watch what Miss Boss sent me. Miss Boss follow everybody and know all of them. So if she think it's something I should see or something I need to see, she send it to me and I watch it. And sometimes we'll screen share on the iPhone and we'll watch it together and talk about what we think about it as it goes on. I want to get with everybody. At this point, I'm still a small channel. Everybody don't know me. Cam follow me on Twitter too, guys. No, I didn't see that, but that's great that she gifted Cam. I think Nick is great too. I like his mindset, non-biased. I like that. Let him know he can cover you. Okay, I will. That's what I need to start doing more. That's what I got to get better at, and just networking overall, and not just networking out here. And start messaging guys and tell them I'm about and what I'm trying to do, and trying to network and set things up. I mean, with the internet, you ain't necessarily got to be in the same place to talk to these people and network with these people and collab with these people. I don't need no boxing classes. You better believe it. Look, I don't want to hurt nobody, but I'm more than capable. It's just not what I want to do. Cam got clipped across YouTube as being Mace. Millions of people saw it. Yeah. Miss Boss sent me some messages that we synced on one of the Muslim guys' video, and I'm almost 95% sure the guy who Mace Cam commented. He said something along the lines of that Mace was the only weapon I had, and I used it perfectly. I screenshotted it and sent it to Cam. I sent him a friend request because his page is private, so hopefully he had me. And I think the page it was on was the guy with the mask who was right there bam when he Mace Cam. You are a real one, Jay. Keep up what you are doing. I'm glad Cam found you. We need more people like you. You don't have to be MAGA. You just have an open mind. Thank you so much. The Fries, thank you for that $5 super chat. Collabs will be key to you blowing up, but you made waves already. Thank you, Taylor. I still got to watch that video of him going to the hood, and then they say he was in Chicago. I never saw it, but I continue to hear about it. That just shows you that he wants everybody to have a voice. Because going to the hood is past just like being tough enough to go. You're putting yourself in danger for real. More danger than you could put yourself in at any protest, because these people have enemies. And if these enemies pull up, what's going to happen no matter who out there. So it's a big risk. All right, Miss Boss, you can watch that one. Oh, no, you're okay. I can move it. Okay. Yeah, I heard. Okay, if I need a website, hit you up. That's what you do. Thank you for that. Something going on positive. Your skin is looking better. Thank you. It's a big risk. I mean, I'm from the hood, and every time I go to my neighborhood, I'm taking a big risk. Anybody who in them type of environments, it's a risk. Even if you're not involved, even if you don't have enemies, no matter what you're doing, it's a risk. So to be there with a camera and recording people and letting people talk who other people got a problem with is a big risk. City had a funeral to go to in Detroit. And Buffy, thanks for the $10 super chat. Yeah, I love you. I love you too. I love you all. Yep, don't have to be MAGA, just be you. Thank you, West Storm Media. I appreciate that. And if I choose to be a Republican one day, that's what it'll be. I get it. Fools find it hard to change. Go to the hood for Christmas. Where is the worst? The worst place in Chicago got to be Inglewood. Easily Inglewood. Easily. But it's a lot of bad places, but Inglewood is the place where all the rappers is from, and where the gangs got money, and they got rich people from their gangs, and that's really the war that everybody know about. That's really the gang war that everybody know about, that make national headlines and federal cases and stuff like that. So for that, it's Inglewood. It ain't back of the yards, but the back of the yards is horrible. And back of the yards is up there for sure, but it's Inglewood. All my social medias are Jake News 4800. The back of the yards is a bad place. It's not like Inglewood. That's the Facebook right there. Most of the back of the yards is Mexican gangs. The back of the yards is a Mexican neighborhood. It's not like it's no blacks over there, but it's mostly Mexican. So Yeah, it's in songs. So they make these songs and they talk about each other dead friends and they say they smoking each other dead friends and they call people out and I can't wait to catch you and this and that. So it's heightened. It's way over the top. I'm not downplaying the back of the yards because it's dangerous and it's going down over there and it's bad. But Inglewood is just something different. The BDGD war in this city is the worst war in this city. Absolutely the worst war in this city. Countless lives have been lost. My whole life that's been going on. Before my life that's been going on. You had people, dads and granddaddies in this war, and now it's the kids and the grandkids in the very same war. It's a generational war. It just keeps going. Yeah. Yeah, but if you listen to hip hop and that type of thing, then you know about these wars. But just keep listening to your gospel. That's way better. It is senseless, but it's how it is here. I don't see it stopping no time soon. That's the sad reality of it. The war been going on forever, forever. Like countless lives lost, countless. If you hear somebody say smoking Tuka and stuff like that, Tuka was 15 years old when he was unalive. 15 years old. This happened at least 20 years ago at this point now. No, not 20, 10. 10, 15 years at this point. And you just hear everybody saying they smoking Tuka, smoking Tuka. He was a 15-year-old teenager. 15 years old. Kane Vaughn was 26. FBG Duck was 26. These are young people. These are people who ain't even really figured it out yet. Also at a bus stop, exactly. And you hear songs that's named Bus Stop. This is a reference to that. Like, and with all the cameras and stuff, how the world's set up now, all this stuff is you can see it. You see it happening. THF's Basil, he was just 31 years old and he was unalived and the video is out there from 3 different angles. Like everybody is watching it, the enemies are sharing it and it's just hiding it. It just make people even madder. You already lost your friend, to gun violence and then it's all over the internet. It's all over the internet. Everybody get to see it. Everybody get to watch it. So if you go to you go on Reddit and go to Chiracology, all this stuff is posted on there. Every piece of game information that's out there, every video, everything is all posted. Every tweet, every story, everything is all right there for everybody to watch. I mean, I don't know what Nike takes or quarter zip. I think the quarter zip look more professional, make you look more mature, but I ain't against wearing a Nike Tech. Dude literally never stop talking, never stop streaming. People need to hear what you have to say. Thank you. Yeah, he was in the richest neighborhood in our city. It's called the Gold Coast neighborhood. It's nothing down here but Gucci stores and Dolce and Gabbana, Balenciaga, Rolex. Like this is known as the richest neighborhood in our city. Nothing happens down here. Like that's why they got caught, and that's why the federal government got involved, and that's why they was taken down by the FBI, and that's why they all never see the light of day again. You don't, you don't do nothing like that down there. Those are rich people. Those are the richest people in our city. And we need to bring back the American family. I agree. Yeah, it was pretty disturbing. Just think about that. But they was able to donate her money to what she was able to move. And I don't know how true it is, but there's stuff going on online that Oprah gave her $1 million. So I ain't been able to verify that, but that's what people are saying. That's why they got caught, exactly. So you do something in the Gold Coast, you're going to jail. It's not like doing something on 63rd or anywhere in the ghetto or nothing like that. You're not going to shoot up the Gold Coast and get away with it. You're not. And there's cameras everywhere. Like I said, it's the richest neighborhood in our city. Do you think the Antifa transgender people are the sleeper cells where Iran may have activated in the U.S.? I don't know, but it's something to Antifa and what's going on. And I just hate that the narrative is out there that Antifa is some type of good, because I just don't agree with that, you know. And I get it, me, anti-fascism, and that's what they lean on, and that's what they go on. But from being out here at these protesters and seeing what's going on with my own eyes, these not good people. They don't have good intentions. So that's just my thought on it. Thank you. I hope she do. Yeah, I mean, if you call the police from the hood, it take 3 to 5 minutes just for them to pick up. So if you in that immediate danger, like you being chased or something like that, good luck. And usually the cops try to arrive after it happened. The cops don't want to arrive and shooters are still on the scene and stuff like that. Like, they want to come after the shooter is gone. I am gonna prove them wrong. Nobody ever wins a fight. Fight with words. Thanks for becoming a member, Vicky. Nobody part two. I think I seen nobody one. The government pushes for that. I think they want violent neighborhoods. I think they want violent neighborhoods too, because you see when something happened in the Gold Coast, if we had that swift action like that for everywhere, you would see a drop in crime for real. Not just our governor and our mayor saying crime is down because it's down 1% or 0.5%. Like, that's not down in my eyes. Technically it's down, but that's not enough. So still way too high. So to get on TV and say it's down, that's why I don't like them dudes. I have nothing good to say about Brandon Johnson. Not one word. Yeah, create products to create demand for solutions. I think so too. I think it needs to be more protesters just about what's going on every day in cities like mine. I think people should have a problem with that, enough of a problem with that to protest as well. I don't know who Barry Cunningham is. When we get to come to the shop, I could hook you up sometimes and fix your broken visor. Oh, you saw my broken visor? Oh man. Okay. I also need some brakes. Yeah, I think that from Jake Lane. I guess I'm gonna watch it and give Jake another chance. We'll see. Can't believe you saw my broken visor. When the wires touch it, make the light come on in my car. Be scared. I'll check Barry Cunningham out. I think you need to go back on the rock personally too, but I only watched the one, so I'll watch the Christmas thing and give him another chance. Idolize the guy who's Charlie. I never understood it. I know, and in places like where I come from, he is idolized, and that's why I was kind of saying the stuff I was saying. I wasn't really just going off necessarily what I think or what I believe, but I knew it was a lot of people who feel like that, and I knew it was a lot of people who are like it, but it was flat out wrong. And Charlie Robinson is the real piece of shit. I don't even want to promote Jake Lane, but just go watch Cam Dearborn video, and he the guy with the bacon. I'm the one with the shop. Okay. I don't think they respect him. I just think it's a way to be hurtful to Charlie Kirk and to Republicans and people who care for Charlie Kirk. They don't give a fuck about Tyler Robinson either. He went too far for me too. He went too far for me. I watched a video with BC Preacher yesterday at BCP, and he was talking about how he felt about it. And he said he agreed with some of it, but he was saying like to use profanity, then to say Christ is King. Like, he really didn't agree with that. So y'all really should watch BCP and what he had to say about it. I think he got a great point across. You know, Jake was too much completely. Both videos are good. I watched them both yesterday. Good videos. I like both of those dudes. Got to make sure I subscribe. I just be watching the videos and forgetting to subscribe. I'm gonna look up Barry Cunningham. He's a black man who will educate you on a lot of things. Okay. I'll be having 1 million people to look up, but he'll be added to the list. Nick Shirley said it would be going too far and won't agree if he burned the Quran. Yeah, like don't burn no holy books. Even if it ain't the one you choose to read and the one you choose to believe in, don't burn none of them. Like, come on, man. We just need to stop the whole burning thing. Don't burn nothing. Don't burn nothing. Just burn wood. Like burn paper. Don't do that. Yeah, he was just provoking. No burning at all. Like no flags, no holy books, no freedom shirts, no portraits. Like can we just outlaw that? He tried to burn it after they made Cam, but I don't know. Yeah, but I get that. I get that, but you already had lighter fluid in the Quran, so I think he was kind of using what happened to Cam to like justify, but that was clearly his plan the whole time. Just using what happened to Cam and the love that Cam gets to justify it. I think that was wrong too. Yeah, I know what he said. I just don't know. You had lighter fluid on you. Or he was beating the Quran with bacon. Yeah. He was already beating it with bacon. Walking through the crowd with a pack of bacon in the Quran, just slapping the Quran. Like, I ain't say it's right to take the book, but let's be real. We can understand why the book was taken. I would have took the Bible because I want to protect the Bible because I don't want the Bible burned. But it wouldn't be right for me to take it. But I would have. Just like I would have slapped the skin off the dude who made Cam. A lot of people would say that wouldn't have been right, but I would have did it. It wasn't showing the love of Jesus, and that's the biggest problem I have with it. The walking around with bacon was funny. I ain't really got too much to say about that. I mean, they didn't like they were being good people either. Like, we're not just gonna sit here and completely get on Jake and not tell the whole story. The Muslims was being horrible. The Muslims were being horrible. So the pack of bacon ain't bothered me too much because it's like a little troll, ha ha, I eat bacon, whatever. I mean, it was bacon all through Cam chat. Every super chat had bacon in it. And go get you a double cheeseburger with extra bacon. We get that. We all troll. It's harmless trolling. That ain't, I mean, people might don't agree with it, but it's harmless. But trolling can go too far as well. They were acting like animals. And I think in a lot of ways, Jake made our side look like animals, and that's what I had a problem with towards the end of the video. Yeah, he was trying to piss people off, yeah, and he did. Yeah, BC just report the story. I respect that, and that's the same I get from Nick Shirley and JD Delay and a lot of the guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who do this, regardless of what side they on. Watermelon, but I really say watermelon. Pigs and bacon strips. My bad. I mean, everybody was doing it. Jake the journalist. His words shouldn't trigger people though. Let's remember that. Words shouldn't, because you should have self-control, but somebody disrespecting the holy book that you believe in, of course it's gonna trigger people. I ain't giving my opinion on it. He's free to do what he wants, but I'm just saying how I feel about it. There's a lot of rage baiting nowadays. Very sad because it ain't gonna help. Just gonna bring more of what we all don't want. Like, I want peace. In a port, that's not right either. If I was there, it wouldn't happen. I would have been in the porta potty before the Holy Bible, because how I feel about the Holy Bible. It's not right when nobody do it. We just happen to be talking about Jake doing it. Yeah, don't go out there to protest them, then get so angry and so triggered that you find yourself acting like them. Because then it's like we know different. and we out there to prove that we not like them. Dark side of the movement, exactly. I don't smoke, and I don't need to smoke a pipe for peace, but anybody who do, more power to them. Like, how do you feel about Dearborn leaders suggesting violence against Democrats? I think that's wrong. I think that's horrible. And I got a problem with Dearborn and they politicians and Sharia law and all that, and how the police was acting and wasn't protecting Jake and Cam and all the rest of these Americans in the American city because they putting being a Muslim over being an American. This is the problem people got with Dearborn, and it's a valid reason to have a problem with them. Like, we shouldn't be getting treated like that in American cities where our own law enforcement anywhere in this country are choosing not to protect us. That is a major problem. If you go to counter protest, just know where you are going to. Exactly. And that's why on the protester against anti ICE protester interview, that's why I asked him that question. Did you think this was going to happen when you came out here? But a lot of people in the comments had a problem with that question. But I think it was a valid question. I ain't saying it should happen or oh, that's what you get for coming out here. I'm just asking them. Did you think coming out here with a MAGA hat that something like this will happen to you? We have the same signs as those across the pond. And for the millionth time, I protected that guy with the MAGA hat on. I'm the reason nothing happened to that guy with the MAGA hat on. It's because of me. Yeah, that clip went super viral. I mean, people who don't like him, people who like him, everybody was sharing it. Yeah, they still playing music. That's why I'm still over here just talking to y'all. It's not as big of a crowd. They riding in the streets. We'll go see what that say in a minute. Mute the stream and we'll go read what it say. You ever see cops letting people be touchy before? The Muslim residents was hugging the cops and patting their backs and shoulders. And I ain't never saw nothing like that. I mean, right after one of the Muslims like hit Jake in the head or throw something at Jake or something like that, you see a cop shaking his hand or talking to him or hugging him. I got a major problem with that regardless of what Jake was doing. Everybody deserved to be protected. You took an oath. That's your job. You should do your job. Bias police, that's a problem. Oh, but did y'all see the leak call on Anthony Hudson? Miss Ball sent it to me, and I guess the whole time he was just playing the game, acting like he liked the Muslims and acting like he there for the right thing so he can get access to a mosque and get treated differently than one of the people he was talking on the phone with, recorded the call and sent it to the Muslim dude on Instagram, and he leaked it. Like he really was doing that to try to get votes and stuff like that, trying to get the Muslims to vote for him and that type of thing. It's like crazy. And all that time he's sitting there talking bad to Jake and saying all this about Jake. And when he getting his speech, he pointing at Cam them and saying these dudes came for the wrong reason and all this and that. All that was political, guys. So Anthony Hudson, also a bad guy. Also a bad guy. I mean, sat there and threw Cam them under the bus over and over and over for political gain. It was horrible. I listened to the whole call. It was horrible. I'm sorry, they was in Broadview. Yeah, I've been up here since 9 a.m. Cam put them on blast good. Like, he's sitting there just trashing them the whole time, and it's all for political gain. Like, imagine being that age and being like that. I think he was paid off too. It was chaos. I saw the whole thing. Yeah, it was one of the most interesting streams I watched in a long time. Thank God my brother brave enough to go out there and bring stuff like that to us, and we get to watch it live and risking himself and risking his well-being to get the truth out. So respect the Cam and love the Cam, and that's my brother. Sounds like a politician, I know, right? We know they traitors because we know they oath. Two-faced politicians, I know, right? Yeah, lots of eyes are on him. I hope they on him for the wrong reason. Not trying to harm him or anything like that, but I hope it completely destroys his campaign. Cam is the real deal. I hope he get bigger than what he is. I hope he get big as Charlie Kirk was. Rest in peace to Charlie. I really do. He deserved it. He don't want to hurt nobody, though. And how he cut his finger, he need to leave that thing on display. Trump asked a question. He also just retweeted a post pointing out the behavior. Fox probably would never interview Jake because he would tell the truth as he sees it. Only place I'd be interested in going on and talking to on Fox is Jesse Waters. Just because Jesse Waters shared the clip of me when I wasn't who I am today, and I'll just like to clear that up on the same platform that kind of exposed me for being that way, and just kind of apologize for that on the national stage. It's all our right to be independent, Democrat, or Republican. None of us is bad or none of us are horrible people for making any decision far as that go. Now, our overall decision is what can make us bad or horrible people, but not where you choose to stand far as politics. And that's one of the biggest things I learned, and it's a weight off me for just hating somebody over political beliefs. Like judging people off political beliefs. I like to have a conversation with Jesse Waters, but I feel like Jesse Waters is part of the machine who got an agenda and, who didn't pick the side as a media personality and don't necessarily care about the truth, but what makes one side looks good. But as a person, I don't know Jesse Waters. But as far as what I see from him doing his job, I don't agree with it. How you feel about Trump suggesting violence towards politicians? I don't think that's right at all. I don't be calling for hanging of people and all that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I think sometimes Trump can just be so blunt and just so brazen that sometimes he just say stuff that he shouldn't say. And a lot of reason I feel he shouldn't say it is because his position. Like you're the president of the United States, you just gotta be careful what you say. You know what I'm saying? But we all knew Trump before he was a politician. He was never really careful about what he say. So I just think he need to reel himself in a little bit or get more people around him who care about him and his image to tell him to reel himself in. You know, you got to watch what you say when you're the most powerful man in the world. You got to watch what you say. He a master troller, but calling for unaliving of politicians or hanging people, that's past trolling. You got to hold yourself to a higher standard. And I get it. Trump take a lot of disrespect, and most Americans at this point ain't got really nothing good to say about Trump. So I know in a lot of ways, just being a person, you want to fire back and you want to say stuff back, but you're not just anybody. You're the president of the United States. You're not just a regular person who's saying, "Oh, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back." You're the president. You gotta hold yourself to a higher standard. Thank you so much, Vicky. I appreciate that. He called for hanging. I'll keep it up. Thank you. Listen, guys, if you can ask me the same question like Music asked me, and you can tell me something that Biden said that was hate or hateful or wrong, I'm gonna tell you the exact same thing about him. I don't. I'm gonna tell the truth no matter who it is, and not even necessarily the truth. I'm gonna tell you my truth and how I feel about it. So if you can tell me something that Biden said like that, I would do the same thing. I'm not just saying it because it's Trump. I don't hate Donald Trump. I don't hate nobody. Right, like George Washington would have done. Exactly. Well, what I think that said hanging was a true social post. What happened to Charlie Kirk was wrong. It was horrible and it shouldn't happen, and Charlie Kirk should still be alive and all that. And Tyler Robinson should spend the rest of his life in fucking jail. Should never see the light of day again. It's horrible for people to make fun of Charlie. It's horrible. It was a repost. Who said Trump supporters were garbage? Because somebody said that, that's also wrong. And if Joe Biden said that, he should shut the hell up too. He should hold himself to a higher standard. Trump supporters are Americans. We all got human flaws, yeah. And I mean, sometimes Charlie went too far, but Charlie did a lot of talking. Like I seen something where he said "dumb Muslims." I know he said it in a joking way. He laughed after, but Charlie had a big following and things like that too, and a lot of people hang on to every word he say. So you just need to watch what you say. But for the most part, for majority of the part, I think Charlie meant good. I mean, whether you feel it was misinformation, that's up to you and how you take the information. It probably comes down to what you believe in. But spraying a lot of hate, I don't necessarily agree with the spraying a lot of hate. I just think he was strong in what he believed in, and he wasn't scared to say it. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, and everybody else who lost their life. So you think they should be unalived, the Democrats? Biden said that. Now, if you want to talk about Charlie Kirk, that's one thing. But we're not gonna slander him, and like, more educated than him. If you speaking from a standpoint that they was in college and Charlie went to community college, I mean, you could say that. But we're not trying to be mean to nobody. We're not trying to belittle nobody. Like at least Charlie was out here trying to have the conversations. That's a hell of an accomplishment, no matter how you looked at what he was saying or what he was doing. I mean, the man lost his life for trying to do what he feel was right. That's honorable, no matter how you feel about what he was saying. Out of all the stuff I say, that's what you learned from me. That says something about you, not me. I don't agree with none of that stuff I said about Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I plan on going to other protest locations. Yeah, I think he spoke from a gospel standpoint. I think a lot of his point of views came from what he learned from the Bible and stuff. And I think that's why he ain't man just saying it like he said it, or it's coming across like it's coming across. Because I mean, he was a Christian and he believed in the Bible, and this is what the Bible says. So I don't think he really cared if people liked it or not. I think he was that deep in his faith to where it's like, hey, you ain't gotta like it. Read the Bible. I mean, if they doing something like that, they should be held accountable. But we're not living in the George Washington era of America. I'm spiritual but not religious. Music Man is a raised beta. Music Man is, I mean, I'm not gonna kick nobody out of here or have nobody not come here because I want everybody to have a voice in here and be able to speak their piece. But we do monitor what's going on, and it is a line. But I can honestly say Music Man got a lot better from how it used to be. I mean, I guess it's just all depends on what you think needs to be fixed in the country. How you doing?
You live streaming?
Yeah,
On which one?
this YouTube.
Whoa! What's up, everybody? 220 people?
Yeah,
That's solid.
yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. What's your YouTube channel?
It's Jake News. Jake News 4800. Yeah,
Gotcha. All right. Well, appreciate it, man.
appreciate you.
Can I ask you, did you do an interview with Tom Lemon?
I did an interview with Don Lemon. Yeah,
I
yeah, that was me.
thought that was you.
Yeah, it was.
And you did an interview with Don Lemon where you said "fuck Charlie Kirk."
Yeah.
And then you did another one where you were giving it to the troopers about Sunday
Yeah.
Night Football, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that was me.
That was comedic.
Appreciate it. Look like the uncle you don't leave your. Oh, I'm glad he walked off. You are getting famous, Jake. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he brought up the hate for sure. I mean, you either know me for one or two reasons. You know me for being Derek, or you know me for being Jake. I leave my name as Jake because Jake is the change. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with Derek. Of course, I'm Derek, but Derek was just uninformed in a lot of ways. Derek was a follower in a lot of ways. Derek was full of hate in a lot of ways. So that's why I'm not Derek News or nothing like that. Cause I want people to hear Jake, then hear some people call me Derek, and then it give me a reason to tell the story of why my name is Jake. Derek was showing the light. I remember the day you told Cam, Jake. Yeah. I feel like I know y'all too. I think you should start Derek News 4900. Oh my God. And like I said before, would have been one thing there is just about what orders they said they should disobey. They didn't completely generalize it to any orders. That's awesome. I mean, they said an illegal order. They said you could deny an illegal order. So I mean, that pretty much specifies it. Some know both. I mean, the ones who know both, that's absolutely great. I mean, I think the ones who know both love me the most, support me the most. Everyone deserves to be able to become a better person and show more love. I was there for the smoke. Exactly. What did the ice road say to the car? Want to go for a spin? I've been through the same wake up call, my brother. Yes, sir, Jake. Got to put the charger back in. These poor people in Chicago and those property taxes. I know, right? Dude, I remember throwing watermelons at you in Cam chat. Now I hate missing your stream. We turn with you, brother. Thanks so much. Yeah, we do. I saw you the first time I watched Cam and you were there. Yeah. People who saw the whole story understand me way more. I mean, that's just the reality of it. Like a lot of people come here, oh, you said this about Charlie, hey, and they try to tell my chat, like, oh, y'all don't know. No, she ain't near me right now, but I saw her out here. And they like, oh, y'all don't know this the guy who said that about Charlie, but what they don't know is y'all all know that. And y'all all saw that. So there's a lot of people who can't forgive me for that. And hey, I said it, so I can't blame nobody who don't want to forgive me for it. But I have apologized a million times, and it's sincere, and I don't feel like that. And I said, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, way more than any of that hateful shit I said. And I don't allow nobody to come in here and say nothing like that about Charlie Kirk or nobody else. Actually, wow, you got my joke here. Thank you, Vicky. I forgive you. Thank you. Trolls think we're stupid. I know, right? Been here since you had 320 subs. So proud to see the change, brother. Thank you. We love you, Derek. Jake was here when you came. That you saw it all. Thank you. Low sound very low. I know I took the microphone out because I got to use this thing to charge the phone, and it got to go on the same port as the microphone. So I got to take the microphone off. I think that guy want to interview me. He out interviewing people, but I think it'd be like the status quo interview because you're not gonna get what you think you're gonna get, and I just think he left wing media. But I love for him to interview me so I can spread the word. She followed me, but today he wasn't been proven to her. I feel that too. Like I get what they were saying, like you shouldn't follow an illegal order, but I get what you're saying too. It like wasn't no illegal orders even given, so I hear that. That's a good point. It's not a bad point at all. That's the point. Extend with that approach. I mean, it worked, but that's a you. Hold on. See, yeah, so I don't know how to work. Oh, yes, I do. Hold on. This here's the phone charging. Okay, so hold on. We probably can do this. Hold on. I think I'm sitting here calling for something I already got. Hold on. No, it's not gonna work. Because in order to charge the phone, I still gotta put that piece in the phone. Right, so the iPhone piece still have to go in the phone, so I won't be able to put the... Hold on. Might be right. I think I'm just confusing myself. Oh, you might be right. Yeah, I can. Thank you. No, I'm not right. Because this piece still got to go in the phone. But the iPhone charges in the phone. So I could charge all of it with what you brought me, but I can't use the mic and charge the phone with what you brought me. So I need a piece that I can put in the phone to where it got 2 ports on it, where I can charge this, where I can put this in it, and the phone charger in it. So yeah, it wouldn't work. This man just over here with this damn radio. Do y'all hear music? That's unfortunate. A lot of Bluetooth devices won't let you charge and use them at the same time. Yeah, this stuff ain't Bluetooth though. It got to be plugged in the phone. Watch this today. They've also been a blessing to witness. Thanks, Sarah. Amazon has everything, yeah. I'm gonna put it on Amazon wish list or something like that. This dude be out here every day, so I don't really think he's doing it to mess up my stream, because when it's just like 1 or 2 people out here, there been times I walk up, he the only one out here, and he's sitting up playing his music. One thing I will give him is he come out here and protest every day. He's not just one of them weekend protesters. He come out here every day, no matter what the weather is. And he sit there and play that speaker and just stare at the police. Oh, there go Nancy now, she across the street. Who he is, but I can show him to you. Right there in that brown jacket, you see the big old speaker next to him? That's him, and he just sit there just like that, just staring at the police. Nope, he don't say nothing. He don't say one word. Status Coop thought they was gonna get me to talk bad about people. I ain't got no problem with him, but he thought he was gonna get me to talk bad about people. You're not gonna get me on no platforms doing nothing like that no more. Spraying no haze, spraying nothing like that. Man, that's the darkness. So I ain't talking about that. That'll be your opinion for you. You need to relax, man. I ain't never knew a song he played. He looked like the person that committed a crime and said he was really kept to himself. Yeah. I hate to say yeah to that, but I think it was spot on. Don't these people work? I like to think they work, considering the fact they ain't out here Monday through Thursday. This, that, you crazy. Two songs going at once. Yeah, you got some good ears. They playing the little speaker this way, and then he's playing the big speaker that way. probably just need to end the stream and come back. It's only 12:30. Maybe this guy will be gone. Maybe more people have been the kind. Relax. I wish they'd just say no speakers or something, man. I hope these songs don't be on my stream. I'm gonna be pissed. They got it playing over there with a megaphone in front of it. What about Angela Rose? I don't hate Angela. I made a video roasting Angela, and that's the end of it. Thanks, Sarah. I don't got nothing against Angela. I don't know if Angela got something against me, but I ain't got nothing against Angela. Yeah, I know it's something they do to the right for sure, and a lot don't feel like I'm on the right. Angela does good work too. I ain't saying she don't. Angela just met me before I turned the corner, and it is what it is. If I saw Angela again today, that wouldn't happen, but I can't change what did happen. And honestly, that video got like 1.4 million views on Instagram. I mean, the video of Angela is what is really why I blew up initially. I mean, I can respect that about her too. Yeah, before my turning point to show. I can't apologize. I don't talk to Angela. I sent Angela a message and Angela blocked me. Unplug the speaker. So I just should end it for her. She coming back that way. I mean, Angela was out here 2 days after that, and me and Angela was right next to each other talking. I think she a little thug too. I mean, but as far as the video I made by Angela caught it. Like, that video went so viral. I mean, that video went super viral. I think he know what he's doing too, man. Just kick him in his ass. Now as they beat it, I met Cam. If I was doing this without meeting Cam, he probably would get kicked in the ass. You ain't see the video? I can direct you to where the video at, but if you like Angela, I don't know if you want to watch it. Angela Rose, she basically a right-wing influencer. That's how they eat. That's what they say they are. Not them, but people who see them. You know, Cam will get classified as the same thing, but, you know, if you like her, and, I don't know, just, hey, look, if you want to know where that video at, and I tell you where that video at, and you watch it, don't come back saying nothing to me, because you've been warned. And overall, okay, it's a lot of bad videos on his Instagram. Alright? So, take that for what you will. But it's Cicero, CICERO _ Just, JUST _ D. So that's Cicero _ Just _ D. That's my original Instagram where I got 16,000 followers at, you know, so. It's a bunch of funny videos on there. All depends on how you look at it. But the Angela video is clearly the most popular one. It was over 1 million views. I just got so many followers off that video. A large fan base over there. I mean, everybody on my Instagram still asks me to make videos like that.
That's on Facebook too. I mean, I could send you the video. Yeah, man, like Ray, we don't know what he doing. I found a way to see it. I don't have Instagram. I can send y'all the video, so if you like, message me on Twitter or any of my social medias, I can send it to you. Thank you. Man, I don't think y'all bad on it, right? I used to think that. I don't even know why I thought it is just what everybody around me thinks. So, just went with the narrative and it's just what's being preached where I come from. It's just, that's the message. We basically taught it. Hate you before I knew you type of thing. Judge you before I knew you. This is the only social media I have. Yeah, well, that's the Instagram right there. Yeah, Sarah, that's it. God is definitely good. I'm gonna mute the stream and I'm gonna show y'all what they write. Well, there you have it. Glad I'm half a country away. I suppose there's more people that use chalk instead of spray paint, right? I guess a lot of them people is with the church. But like I said, it's still early and it's Friday and it's good weather, so maybe I'll just end the stream and come back. Somebody know how to draw. Drawing guitars and boats with chalk. Somebody know how to draw. Good job designing that. I should try to go interview like some of the main protesters who be out here and shit. Camera, but let's see what they think. Probably be like Gatto. I'm pretty low to the chalk part. I know, right? Mad at playing tic-tac-toe with Gary. Do you have a Bible? I don't have a Bible, so I have to get my own Bible. But Miss Boss showed me an app that got all the Bibles on it and all the different versions, and it send you scripture every day. So me and Miss Boss been reading that. I'm trying to understand the Bible more and start to read the Bible more. So that's something I'm also working on and starting to do. So I got the Holy Bible app on my phone. There's so much stuff out here that they write like that. I mean, I didn't show y'all. I showed y'all all what's in the street, but there's all type of stuff wrote on the barriers and stuff like that. Let's show y'all this. I'm gonna read one more time and show y'all this Rubino sign. See what this say. Y'all think I should end and come back? End the stream and come back? Yeah, the officers used to wipe it off, but they start using stuff that all of it ain't chalk. They start using shit that can't come off. You can hear the music. Damn, this dude running out of barrier here to get away from it. I should stay. Go get something to eat. I ate. Hands off Chicago. Well, I mean, how they rearranged the barriers is probably over there. It's probably faced the other way. Gotta go to physical therapy. I'll be back. Okay. Still praying for you. Yeah, they be handing out whistles and stuff out here, y'all know. They be handing out masks, whistles, all type of shit. Whistle out here was given to me. Oh, homemade chili.
I like eating my cheese and Doritos. Pizza puff time. Man, we be talking about pizza puffs so much. I done ate too many pizza puffs lately. I got to slow down. I think that's true. Take break, then come back. I want Chipotle. Man, I might have to go Chipotle. What? Frito pie leftovers with chili. Yeah, another one. That's amazing. Oh my God, Michelle. Just got a regular ride with the rain start at 104. Rain don't stop shit. Well, rain ain't gonna stop nothing. So I know, right? Bacon and cheese on me, that sounds good too. Left-hander, what's going on? I'm not understanding. What we talking about? Homemade chili pot on the real, man. All right, quit talking about your chili. I'm telling you, I want some chili. Not stove. Like stoves, right? Yeah, I get it. Then that's true. I mean, it wasn't stolen. In a lot of ways, you could say it was one. Late night. Saturday working class. Rain, looking at the sky. No, we got clear skies. Just get up. Y'all see y'all later. I know they always want to do food. An ice storm, I ain't heard about that. Thank you for that. See you later. What did you have for breakfast? I had an Italian beef, fat as hell. Greedy as hell. She ain't been eating nothing like that for breakfast. But that's what we do shit like that in Chicago. I just ordered you a bag, we'll be there tomorrow. You serious? If you serious, thank you. Smoked chili or something, but I ain't never had no smoked chili. That sounds too good. Oh, an ice storm. Oh, you think you funny. Oh my God, you think you funny. Okay, I'm with you now. I see what you're saying. You gotta get grub. See you guys later. All right, enjoy that food. I might just end it. What time? Is it 1 o'clock? We'll come back at 3 o'clock. What y'all think? 3 o'clock? 2:30? Which one? 2:30 or 3 o'clock? I'm finna end it though, but I'll give y'all the choice of 2:30 or 3 o'clock. Why is you saying 3:30? I said 2:30 or 3 o'clock. Or whatever. Okay, thank you, Miss Boss. 3. Alright, I'm finna end it. I love y'all. Thanks for watching me. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for changing my life. Thanks for changing me as a person. Thanks for making me better for my daughter. I appreciate all y'all. And I love all y'all. And we'll be back at 3 o'clock. And we'll be back streaming again. I love all y'all though. I'm thankful for y'all. I'm grateful for y'all. Even without a gift sent, even without a dime sent. It's not about money. It's not about gadgets and gadgets. It's about life. It's about change. It's about growing. And it's about spreading the right message and doing the right thing and continuing to learn and do the right thing. So I love y'all. Y'all help me with that more than anybody I ever met. Like, so I could never thank y'all for that. I could never thank y'all enough for that. I mean, it's just, I appreciate it so much. It don't go unnoticed, and it helped me every single day, even in situations when I'm not on this camera and things are going on. I got that to look back to, and I just feel like such a better person overall. I'm so much pleased with who I am as a person overall, and it's just the best I've felt in my life. Like, it's the best I ever felt. I just feel so good about who I am and what I'm doing and how I carry myself, and I just owe that all to y'all. So it's not just Cam. It just started with Cam, but it's all y'all. So thank all y'all so much. I appreciate y'all just caring about somebody enough to even care to help me do that. And I just thank all y'all. I love all y'all. Thank y'all all for everything y'all have done for me. Every single thing. And I just appreciate y'all. And I'm going to end the stream. And we'll be back at 3. I love all